not stepping down. He's being pushed.
He's being pushed. And I've asked Dave to come on this morning. And Dave, thank you for being here.
Good morning, Howard. How are you?
I know Robin. I know we agreed to only talk about the Jay Leno situation, right?
Right.
Okay.
Is that right? We can't talk about the girls or anything.
No, right, Dave. We're limiting it to the Jay Leno stuff.
No, I think Jay is enough to talk about, don't you?
Yeah. Now, what do you? Now, David, you've been in late night television as long as anybody.
Right.
What's your take on this whole thing? Do you have any thoughts?
Well, I like the idea of Jimmy Fallon taking over the Tonight Show. He's got a hell of a lot more he's a hell of a lot more fuckable than Jay Leno, for one thing.
So you're excited about it?
Yeah, I'm very excited for the Tonight Show, to come back to New York City. They get the hottest interns on that show, and hopefully, we can trade
interns between your show and the new Tonight Show.
That's right.
Right.
But Jimmy Fallon, Howard, might be taking over the Tonight Show, but I'm still way better than him because I have a white band leader.
Well, you're always with the jokes, but I'm being serious. I want to know about Jay Leno, your rivalry, and how you feel about everything.
Well, as a condolences gift.
You mean a condolence gift?
Yeah, as a condolence gift. Yeah, as a condolence gift. I'm buying Jay a 1971 Pinto for his car collection. They're the ones with the exploding gas tank.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I seriously, I think Leno, Kimmel, and Fallon are all a bunch of pussies. I think the late night war should be settled by the guy with the biggest penis. I'm 14 inches. What does Kimmel have?
Kimmel evidently is very big.
Yeah, and by the way, Howard, that Jimmy Kimmel is so skinny. Do you think he has AIDS? I don't know.
Why are you attacking Jimmy?
I don't know.
Why are you attacking these guys? You should be an elder statesman. You're David Letterman.
I know. I'm just a bitter old man at this point. I should retire and let Kimmel, Fallon, and Leno all take over late night. They'll all be so busy trying to write their stupid jokes, I could sneak in and fuck all their wives and girlfriends.
Right. Well, Robin, do you have any questions for Dave?
Why hasn't he spoken out? I mean, this is his nemesis.
Well,
how do you feel about Jay really being pushed out?
How do I feel? Well, TV just won't be the same without Jay, Robin. It'll be better.
It'll be better. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
In the words of the great, in the words of the great Kim Jong-un, I say to Jay, sayonara, shithead. Does that tell you how I feel?
Yeah, well...
Okay, now I'm getting the anger. That's what I wanted to hear.
Is your son old enough to ask you about all this?
Yeah, my son asked me, what was Jay like on TV? So I blasted a massive turd right on the screen. He got the point.
You did that in front of your son.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
I don't believe it.
You know what you ought to do? I was thinking you should write a top 10 about it. Would make all the news because you write a top 10 about Jay.
Well, sure. I was going to write a top 10 on why Jay was let go, but then it occurred to me, who gives a fuck?
Right. Your band leader is there with you now? Is that it?
Yeah, Paul?
Paul and
no,
all the guys?
I don't know what he's doing.
Right.
He's trying to get phone numbers, I think.
So, in a sense, this whole transition with Jay leaving and... I thought maybe you'd choose to retire because you wouldn't have Jay there anymore. But are you excited about Jay leaving?
Right. No, Howard, I haven't been this excited since I first mounted an intern on my fuck couch.
Really? So you are excited about it?
Very excited.
Right.
And by the way, Howard, I just want to say one thing. You look very sexy on America's Got Talent.
Thank you.
And I want you to murder my vagina.
Well, Dave, you're on fire this morning. I've never heard you talk like this, to be honest.
Well, okay, I understand that he's happy that Jay is getting the brush.
Right.
But is he worried about the competition from these younger guys?
I didn't know Jay Leno was on against me until like 2 years ago. I've learned so much since I stopped fucking my interns. I read the newspaper now every day, and I'm learning to speak Mandarin Chinese.
Yeah. Hey, did you... did you read about this basketball player who came out, Dave? I mean, I know I'm not supposed to ask you about anything other than Jay Leno.
Oh, that fairy worm?
This,
right? Yeah, I heard about it.
The what?
That fairy worm. I hope he washes his hands.
Worm. Dave, what is with you?
That guy needs to wash his hands a few times.
Yeah, I know you're kidding around. I know you're very liberal, actually, about all that stuff.
I want to tell you something, Howard. Getting back to these people on TV, if Ryan Seacrest came out, I bet he could get any man in the world.
Ryan Seacrest is straight.
Is he?
Yeah.
And by the way, while we're on the subject, what's with Bloomberg and the soda? How about putting a limit on the amount of Jews? I guarantee you, people in New York City would want more soda and less Jews.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know you're doing shtick right now.
Is that it?
All right. Anyway, Dave, I want to thank you for coming on.
Well, it's very nice being here, and you know, we're going to have you on the show real soon. And Howard, I just want to say one thing. Is that black woman still with you, Howard?
If you're referring to Robin, yes.
You've been talking to me, you nut.
I don't know. I really admire you for that, Howard. I wanted to hire one, but I've always chickened out. You're a real hero, Howard Stern.
All right, well, thank you.
All right.
All right. There he is, Evil Dave Letterman. You're very evil.
Yeah, well, you know.
How'd we get you on the show?
I'm the stooge of the night, Howard.
How'd we even get you on the show?
Who's away?
My agent.
By the way, this is, lest anyone think this is a real Dave Letterman. It's Evil Dave Letterman.
Evil Dave.
Evil Dave.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
It's a miracle we got you on. Your wife let you out of the house, huh?
It's a miracle I read the whole paragraph right, too.
The only word you got wrong was condolence.
Well.
How did he say it again?
Convalescence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, you did great.
He did a good job.
I'm proud of myself. I actually cleaned my glasses this morning, too. That helped. About a fifth of vodka.
How you doing anyway, by the way, Evil Dave?
I'm doing real good.
You doing all right?
I'm doing real good, and at this point, you know, I try to forget things by, you know, those water bottles. I sometimes put vodka in there and try to fool people, and you know.
All right. Well, we'll end it. You know what? You did well, and we should probably leave it at that.
End it on a high note.
Thank you very much, buddy.
All right. Hey, thank you, Evil Dave Letterman, everyone.
All right, sure.
Sure. You had a little trouble with the name Kim Jong-un, by the way.
Well, you know me, Howard. I was being the stooge of the night.
All right. Dave, thank you.
All right.
Believe it or not, his real name is Dave.
It's amazing.
Yeah. All right, Dave. Later.
Bye, buddy.
Bye. I can't get enough of him. Convalescence. But there he is, his first statements about the Jay Leno controversy.
Yes, and he made them here.
Yeah. Oh.
Lucky us.
I didn't realize he was still up. You still there, Dave?
Huh?
What?
I was using the Korean porta potty. Did you say something?
All right. Thanks, Dave.
How do you hang up on it?
No, I put down the wrong thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Matt, go ahead. You're on the air.
Heyo.
Heyo.
Hey, I wanted to ask Dave.
I don't know if he's still there. Dave, you still there?
Huh?
You still there?
Yeah, I'm trying to finish my business. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Matt.
Dave, first of all, I love your version of Black Sabbath songs.
Right.
But whatever became of the fuck room? Has it been boarded up? Do we still use?
Oh, don't get him started with all that. Just
No,
stick to Jay Leno stuff.
That,
yeah.
You know.
Howard, you got to admit, Evil Dave's the best when he goes off the cuff. So I wanted to.
All right, you want to work with? All right, Matt, you work with him then.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What do you want to know about the fuck room?
Just what's become of it? I mean, does it ever still get used? I mean,
I had it redecorated in yellow. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Matt, you want to go down this road? You're going to ruin it. The guy hit a home run today. He did well. He only got 2 words wrong, and then you're going to fuck it all up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, Matt. Thank you.
But I love him.
No.
Well, yes. Explain to the audience briefly what goes into an Evil Dave segment. Between the writing, the execution, the preparation.
Yeah, we write a segment, and then so we write the jokes for Evil Dave. As you can probably tell, he just reads them word for word. Now that he's out in Chicago, Abe Cannon, who is a member of the Howard 100 team, he goes out there, and he's the babysitter now I'm usually doing it when Dave's here live, but when he's doing phone calls like he did today, he was on an ISDN line. Sorry, this is all heavy radio talk. I don't want to get anyone confused.
No, keep the jargon going. We all can relate.
Abe Cannon picks him up. I guess he picked him up this morning at a Jiffy Lube, and he had a flashlight. Evil Dave had a flashlight to let Abe know where he was. So they go to the studio or wherever, and then, you know, Dave reads the lines. I think Abe does a little practicing with him beforehand to make sure he's not going to totally fuck it up. And that's that. That's pretty much the story.
But it's crazy. I mean, you pare down all, you know, first everyone writes the jokes, and then the list is pared down.
Yep.
And then you're just sort of flying without a net. I mean, you have Abe, but he's halfway across the country, and is that nerve-wracking for you, or is it?
No, it's not nerve-wracking because I actually pray for the train wrecks. I like when Dave just can't, you know, completely gets a word wrong.
Like
Condolences.
Right.
Condolences.
And last time
it was
𝗦𝗵cie, I think, was last time.
𝗦𝗵cie. Yeah, so you know, you can always count on him to fuck up a few words, and I love him. I think he's perfect because he can't do wrong no matter what he does. Like when he fucks it up, it's funny. When he gets it right, it's funny. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Hey, by the way, when Dr. Drew was on, and Richard came in, which I thought was good radio, but could you believe when Dr. Drew says, well, where is your ancestry from? And then Richard goes, Kansas?
Right, I know. That stuck with me yesterday.
How do you not know your ancestry?
Where are your ancestors from?
Kansas.
Kansas?
No,
I mean, he means like, you know, like your ethnic background.
I don't think I ever looked that much into it.
Where's your dad's family
Irish,
from?
I think.
Irish, okay.
Irish and German.
It's over. It's over.
Hey,
So
that's stereotype.
No, that's
just the
genetics.
truth.
That's just the genetics.
My ancestors are from Kansas. Oh, my God. And he scored high on the IQ test.
Well, he's drinking his IQ away.
Maybe. I mean, who said? What is your ancestry? Kansan. I'm going to be 60 in January, and oh, hey, dude, how did you come up with Kansas as an answer for Dr. Drew?
Well, you know,
I was nervous.
I didn't have a bottle.
It was so weird, man.
Well, I think
that's when I think you're dumb, but I know you're smart.
You know, I think it's more of a New York thing to know where your ancestry's from.
It's called a life thing.
Nobody ever in Kansas.
You weren't even that sure you were Irish.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You made that up.
Yeah, I think it's Irish and German.
Like, did you ever say to your parents, where were your parents born? Like, where were your parents born? Your grandparents?
No.
Did you ever ask them?
They were all from Kansas.
No, but where were they?
Stop
But where were their ancestry? What was their ancestry?
Right.
Somebody had to come here at some point.
Yeah,
Richard.
you weren't part of the original settlers, were you?
No, I'm not. Well, my grandfather has some Indian in him, so.
All right, so
maybe
American Indian is what you say.
He was called sitting drunk.
Sitting drunk. It might be an interesting thing for you to find out.
I went on that Ancestry.com website, but they wanted to charge, so I didn't.
How much did they want? Maybe it's worth it. Well, you know what? You have Ancestry.com. Call your dad.
Yeah. Okay. I think I asked him when I was a kid.
Your dad knows?
I don't think so.
Get him on the phone. I'll ask him. So, hey, where was Richard? Where's your family roots?
Yeah, that's a good question. But
it's a good question.
When I first moved to New York, everybody
you act like
knew
you're adopted or something. Like that's what adopted people go. Well, gee, I wonder where I'm from. I don't know because I'm adopted. You were born to biological parents that kept you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were always proud of being from Kansas. So.
Yeah. We just say we're from Kansas.
I don't think. What good is it going to do me to know?
Well, it's just interesting. It's part of life. All right.
Dr. Drew thought it was important yesterday.
Yeah. Oh.
We come from cows in Kansas.
Possums.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Man, I thought that was pretty interesting with your drinking and everything.
Yeah.
And I heard you on the wrap-up show talk. You just had some couple of interesting things on the wrap-up show.
Yeah?
Yeah, the wrap-up show was really good yesterday.
Interesting meaning dumb or interesting?
Well, yeah, I guess dumb. Like when you start talking about your alcoholism and all that.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then Ronnie talking about his anal. Like Ronnie's suddenly an anal expert. Like, when I think of Ronnie, I think of assholes clenching up. I don't think of women opening their assholes up to Ronnie, but he was on there like an expert. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
The first time you did that, Ronnie, did you know what you were doing, or did you kind of trial and error sort of?
I knew what I was doing. I figured it out.
God. How did you figure it out?
I watched a lot of porn, man. You know.
So, like, as an instructional video almost?
Yeah, well, you know, not well, actually, you know, not porn so much. It's
Well,
like
what was it?
It's like one of those. You know, the ones. It's not really porn. It's kind of instructional video. How to fuck girls and stuff.
Ronnie's out of it. Ronnie's an older guy. When there was porn when we were younger, you had to go to a movie theater to see it. And a lot of the porns got into the movies. They were considered instructional.
Yeah.
Like, it would be this doctor would start the porn and they would be telling you information, and then they'd show people fucking. That's what a lot of early porn was. And then when Behind the Green Door started and Linda Lovelace and all that stuff.
That's when it got more erotic.
It got more erotic, but a lot of the porn, even afterwards, was just like, you know, this guy would come on in a white coat and go, "We are sex experts." And if it was under the guise of teaching, you could watch porn in certain movie theaters, like legitimate movie theaters.
Did you take sex education when you were in school?
No, they didn't have any of that.
Oh, they had that when I was in school.
Yeah, not when I was.
They didn't have a health class where they told you.
They had health, yeah, but
right.
I don't remember hearing about sex though. And I smoked.
They never talked about your male organs, and
you got to understand something about my education, and it's really weird, and it's hard to explain to anybody. But I was living in Roosevelt, and 9th grade was the year that we got sex education. It was either 8th or 9th grade, and Roosevelt was just a horribly dangerous place. And the only thing I remember about this health class is, and back then, you're talking about, you know, I'd never even seen anyone take a drug or smoke pot. Most of the black kids, there was at least 5 or 6 of the guys who were sitting in the back smoking weed openly in the back of my health class. Now, I'm not fucking kidding anybody. Now, and nowadays, that doesn't even sound so shocking. Talk about when I was a kid, it was the scariest thing I ever saw. Like 5 guys smoking joints at their desk, like passing it to each another. And I remember one of the guys was in a very well-known gang, the 5 Percenters. A lot of the guys were. I've mentioned that before, but a lot of the guys were. And they would just smoke openly. Teacher wouldn't fuck with them.
The teacher was scared of them? Or?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
One teacher had been stabbed in the back in the parking lot. So it was like no one said shit to these guys.
They didn't have security at the school?
No, they didn't do that stuff back
they finally got a dean of boys, but I once reported, my mom reported something to the dean of boys, and it was a big mistake. I got my ass beaten so badly for that.
What could the dean of boys do?
The dean of boys quit. He was my friend's dad, actually.
Really?
Who lived in Baldwin. Yeah, yeah.
But your parents taught you a lot by getting you the Playboy subscription.
My parents didn't teach me anything.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool.
I might as well have been raised in the woods like Tarzan. I was taught nothing about life. I had zero preparation. Yeah, I had Playboy, but I didn't even, you know.
But that's pretty huge when you're a kid.
My mom was very liberal about that. She didn't care. These women are freaks. I'll get you Playboy. I'm not uptight about the naked body. But when you look at these women, just know they're freaks. Nobody looks like women. Real women look like me and your sister. I go, oh. Well, I'll go look at these freaks and dream of one day having a freak. These women are not real women. Look at my breasts and hair and
Did she get disrobed? Is she saying that? Look, this is a real woman.
Look at my ass.
Held the magazine up next to her.
I'm going to get nude for you right now.
Oh, man.
I don't know. My mom used to pride herself so much that she was raising a son who was sensitive to women. And look at me. I'm the least sensitive man on the planet.
She didn't know you were a guy and you had testosterone.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter what she said.
Yeah. You want to beat off? You beat off to me. I'm a real woman. No thanks. Yeah. Go look through my panty drawer. No. Those panties are so big there's nothing. Oh. But yeah, when I went to health class, I was just trying to stay alive. I just didn't want to get my ass kicked in class.
You never had a cooking class or anything, did you?
Fuck no.
Like
I should have gone there. Well, the women in Roosevelt were 10 times tougher than the dudes. They would have beat my ass in there, too.
Well, they probably wouldn't have bothered you because they don't go looking for fights, do they?
Yes.
Women?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, in Roosevelt they do. Must be such a disappointment to my mother. She raised me to be sensitive to women, and like every night I'm beating off to porn, and I'm almost 60. It's fucking crazy, man. That desire's got to leave. I beat off last night.
To what?
Doctor-patient porn. This Japanese.
You're heavily into the doctor-patient now.
You know what? I try beating off to other stuff, and it's just not doing it for me. I don't care. It's got to be that scenario. And this one was Japanese. I don't know what the two of them were talking about.
You're kidding.
No, it said Japanese MILF. Go on YouPorn. You'll see this one. And just type in doctor-patient. And then you'll see about halfway down in the box it says Japanese MILF comes from her doctor. Something like that.
What a description.
And there was this woman, Japanese woman with gigantic boobs, natural boobs, laying down. She's in the stirrups and everything. And this fucking guy is sticking shit into her like I've never seen. And they even blur it out. You ever see that on YouPorn? They blur it out.
Well, Japan has weird. Porn laws. They can't show vagina.
I prefer it. I don't want to see that much vagina.
Yeah, you're not into the cum shots. And
no,
all
I don't care. Ugh, so gross.
That's the best
I don't
part.
like when they spread open a woman's vagina. It's too graphic for me. And when guys now spit on a woman's vagina, that's disgusting. I hate seeing
That's
guys.
what's going on?
Oh, please, Robin. You don't know what I have to beat off to. You don't know how awful.
What you have to lower yourself to watch.
You have no idea how degraded women are being so I can beat off. Oh, my God. And then women spit on these guys' penises. It's like... Ugh.
Right, there's a lot of... I've seen the women spitting.
Oh, it's disgusting. Spitting is... I'm so sick of it. I wish I could rise above it. I really do. I really wish I could get over it.
Just watch it
keeps
more.
Sucking me back in. No, I mean, I wish I could get over beating off.
Oh, I thought you meant the spitting part.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he just wants you to be desensitized. Just keep watching till it doesn't matter.
Just watch it a lot. Yeah, like Richard's so desensitized. You can watch guys fucking each other in the ass and he likes it.
I'll send you a cum shot compilation so you get used to it.
You're a rocker. You're disgusting. What?
Have you ever considered
Oh, I have to turn your mic on. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah,
have you ever
Benji.
considered, you suggest that whole 1 month thing, like with pie.
Yeah, I've done. Believe me, I could not beat off.
How long have you gone?
I've gone almost 6 months.
And what? Did you feel better?
At some level, yeah. But now I just do it. I just beat off. Why should I deny myself beating off? It's not like drugs.
I went a year one time, and I started having wet dreams because your body has to get rid of it.
I would never have a wet dream.
I was leaking.
I would never have a wet dream.
Well, I mean,
you would never?
I've never had a pleasant dream.
Well, but
in my
you
life.
have a wife too. This was when I wasn't getting laid.
Even when I was a child, I never had a wet dream.
Never had a wet dream?
I've never been able to have a pleasant dream.
Oh,
I've
what
never
are you
been able to.
talking about,
I
Howard?
literally cannot. They're only nightmares.
Wet
I'm being serious.
nightmares?
I would love to have a beautiful dream.
Howard, you don't remember all of your dreams.
Oh, I
first
do.
of all.
Trust me. Right there at the therapist's office. Each one is more monstrous and hideous than the next.
You never woke up with a mess on your belly?
No.
Oh,
No.
It's great.
You never. You probably woke up with a mess on your belly because you were with some dude.
Or you threw up.
Yeah, right.
Camping
Hey,
trip.
look at this. There's a big mess on my belly.
And my asshole.
Hey, Benji, you got pretty good and ripped up on the Celebrity Superfan Roundtable.
Yeah, I did.
Wow. I just heard it.
Yeah.
JD played me tape of it.
Yeah.
And then you called in to defend yourself?
I tried to.
Yeah. A lot of the celebrities were saying they would never hire Benji because he was late.
Oh.
Yeah, and he took it pretty bad.
How do you defend yourself, Benji?
I don't even know why he called in.
Really?
He was like, "No, you must hire me.
No.
You have to hire me. You want to hire me.
I'm a good person.
You like my eyes.
I have beautiful eyes.
And nice calves, too.
Yeah,
Well, I don't think they know what they're judging me on at all.
whatever.
They don't know what I do here.
They don't know me.
Oh, it's okay to be late in what you do?
No, they were judging me on other things.
No, but I heard the guy from Conan O'Brien, Andy Richter, he went, I would never hire Benji just based on him being late. Even today, you arrived at 5:56. I know every day what time you come in. I mean, you cut it so close. You know, if I was you, I'd just get in a little bit earlier, but that's my thing.
But over the years, I never should have been late at all, but I'm not anymore.
Yeah, this is what he was saying to them.
I see.
Let me see if I can find it.
But he'd have already been fired at all those other jobs.
No, they think they...
Oh, they wouldn't hire him.
Listen, my point was, I never should have been late at all. But there's a lot of people here that have been just as late as me just as often. And the amount of times was about 6 times over 6 years.
I don't care, really.
I don't
even want to hear it.
All right. Did it improve your relationship when you stopped masturbating?
Yeah, I mean, but I have a good sex life with my wife.
But it did improve your connection.
Yeah, I guess. It doesn't affect it either way. It doesn't affect it either way, really, honestly. It's not.
So you feel you get more pleasure by doing it?
There's no reason to stop. I mean, but it's probably better to stop, I would think. It's like Mike Tyson said.
Well, no, Mike Tyson says he jerks off all the time.
Yeah, but he said that he only jerks off thinking about his wife. I don't buy that. I didn't believe him when he said. You know what? He
said he's doing things to her that he can't get to do.
I got to tell you something. He really was a great interview. There are more moments that I think about stuff that he said. It was mind-blowing, really.
And one of the most poignant moments, I mean, you could actually learn something from him when he was talking about visiting Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
I think you were just fascinated.
I was.
That he sits there and nothing is being said.
Oh, yes,
and he can do it. He just said, I respect the man and I realize what he's going through, so I just sit there with him.
Yeah, Ali sits and reads a book, and Iron Mike just stands there and looks at him. I don't know. I'm in awe of that. I really am.
Can I ask Robin a question?
No.
Yes.
No, Robin, please.
You said, Robin, you said yesterday,
well, ask me after the show.
Has Mike forgiven Desiree Washington? Do you think she owes him an apology?
No, but in his mind, he said he does not think he did anything wrong. So, therefore, he went to jail unjustly in his mind, and that's why I asked the question.
Yeah. Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that question. All right, I found the clip. Here is the celebrity superfans talking about Benji.
Johnny, who don't you like?
This is Johnny Knoxville.
I don't dislike anyone, but I will tell you someone who annoys me from time to time is Benji. I feel Benji...
I love Johnny.
Like, tries to manufacture little weird things with himself or his life for fodder for the show, whereas it's so much funnier and more interesting when it happens naturally.
How about you, Richter? Who don't you like?
I do think John Hines hot.
That was Andy Richter.
Who don't I like? Well, kind of the same things. I mean, Benji obviously is a good joke writer. He wouldn't be there working for Howard if he wasn't. But sometimes the things that he brings, I think he kind of fancies himself as some kind of latter-day Andy Kaufman, where...
Yeah, I think that of you too, Benj.
Absolutely.
That's where you run into trouble. You want to be like a wild guy character, weird, odd. But maybe you really are weird and odd. I don't know. I just think sometimes you're putting it on. But maybe you're really weird and odd.
Yeah.
Do you think you are, or are you putting it on?
I think 90% of the time when you guys think I'm fucking around, I'm not. I mean, I am sometimes, but 90% of the time I'm not.
All right.
Like people thought when I called in, I was
but when you would wear like a kufi to work, that was trying to be weird, right?
That was for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're carrying on about all that and talking in clicks, and I don't know. That's what I think Andy's talking about here.
By the way, Howard?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's wearing today, but he was wearing regular shoes, and everybody thinks that he might have sent his shoes out to be redone. They might even be a little higher.
Are they higher?
No, I'm gonna make them higher, but not right now. They're not.
Even all of that is like kind of a shtick.
That's not. I like him. I like being taller.
Yeah, but he's wearing these sneakers now that are like, they're so ridiculously giant-sized that, Robin, it's crazy.
And they're white, so it's not even like you're hiding the lip.
It's like wearing clown shoes.
Look how I am. Like look how short Gary is now.
Yeah,
it's cool.
True.
It's fun.
Are those the
I get more respect when I wear these.
Howard,
who cares?
You know, we don't have a lot of offices around here, so sometimes when I come in on a Friday, Benji
is at a desk in the green room, like just a regular desk. And when you see him sitting there with the shoes on the floor, he looks like a kid who's been put in the corner.
Yeah, but it's like Pee Wee Herman shoes.
You really can see they look. Every time I walk by you, it makes me laugh.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and you're saying you get more respect.
I do. People treat me like a taller person.
Right, okay, Benji, can I just want to say, just take 2 seconds. You know how, like, when somebody has a bad hair piece and everybody talks behind their back?
Yes.
Everybody talks behind your back about the shoes.
But he likes that.
I do.
And that's what Andy Richter's talking about here. Let's continue with Andy.
Like, the joke is that there isn't a joke, and to me that just means there's not a joke.
I'm sorry to jump on the bandwagon, but I get very excited about not liking Benji.
Who's that?
That's comedian Rob Corddry.
Okay.
You know, it's mostly it happened, and I also can't stand the shtick, you know, and that the Andy Kaufman thing is right on. Like, that started to get old before Andy Kaufman died. You know what I mean? Like, that whole idea. And it's lazy, and I, you know, a lot of us here are in the position to hire writers. And when that whole thing happened, when he was coming in late, and I still hold a grudge, like, we're all here in the position. This show's not going to go on forever, and he's going to be looking for a job. And I can't speak for everyone at this table, but I would never ever hire him.
Danny, do you think you would hire Benji?
Never in a million years. No.
And it's Danny Zucker, right? He's a big producer.
He's a writer on Modern Family.
Right.
Is it because of his comedy or because of his work ethic?
I think it's both. I think you know, I think the laziness of that bit is just, it doesn't play. It's like we actually have to write jokes in television and in movies, and you have to really, you know, you can't just do a non-joke in that moment. But the late thing is just it.
See, he's mad at you because you're late.
Well, no, he's saying what I write, and
but you're
he should come here, Danny. You should come here and look what I write on a daily basis.
He is a funny joke writer. He is. I wouldn't hire a guy who isn't. But Danny's saying you can't be late for him. That's also an issue for him.
It was horrible when I was, but I think people think it was like a daily basis I was late, and I should never have been late.
There was a run, Benji.
Yeah.
Look at the record. It's like I said, it was a few times in a few years.
We don't keep records here.
Look at the record.
Check
you only should have
the congressional record.
Why don't you keep a record?
I can't find anyone who keeps records around here.
And there were other people that were late as often as I.
Again, that is not your
and more times, but I got labeled with
that. Is not the excuse you should use.
Rob, like
that is not a good excuse.
You've talked about driving drunk before, okay? Right?
I have.
Hold on a second.
I've never heard that. What is it, Gary?
Well, you have. And if you were always labeled with that, but you had stopped doing that, it would bug you.
Go ahead.
My goodness, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm sure I must have at some point in time.
Oh, well, you're a drunk driver. Drunk driver Robin. That's horrible.
I've never driven drunk.
That's good.
I would
sober driver, Howard.
Yeah, I'm a sober driver.
I appreciate that.
Benji, weren't you just late to the writers' meeting like 3 weeks ago?
That's possible.
No, it wasn't. It was a whole time. It was. Here's the thing.
I wasn't drunk though. I wasn't driving there drunk.
That's what I mean.
It was a big scene. It was a big scene because we have a writing meeting. It starts at 10 o'clock. Everybody gets there at 10 to 10.
Right.
So Benji walked in. He wasn't ridiculously late, but he walked in about 10:05.
No, 10:01.
It was. There was
I think most of the people.
You've been late twice.
Most of the people at Celebrity Superfan are like, "Wow, you've got like the coolest job."
I
in the
do
world.
have a cool job,
Most people
and I'm
would
good
kill
at it.
to have the job, and you even killed to get that job.
Let them come see what I do.
Yeah, but that's not the question. I wouldn't hire you if you weren't good, but they wouldn't put up with your bullshit.
All right,
because they can hire millions of writers. You know, that's the point. You know, the other thing is too with our show. You know, it's such a thankless job sometimes writing. Sometimes if you're lucky, you get a credit. Like, you wouldn't know what anyone on The Tonight Show or David Letterman.
I have no idea who's responsible for what.
The host takes all the credit and all this kind of stuff. I always try to point out, hey, look, Richard 𝗏 did this, Benji did this, Fred does this. I always try to say, hey, if someone made a contribution.
I appreciate that.
By the way, I want to go on record. Benji wrote the "I'm going to be late" bit.
Right.
Howard, you know where I first saw that?
Right.
What's the comedian Fred that played on that show Arliss on HBO? Robert Wool. So I went out to the I think it was the Oscars one year, and I think Fred and I were in the press room, and I never knew, like, during the commercial break, you see the camera, and there's Billy Crystal on stage, and Robert Wool comes out and hands him a bunch of jokes.
Right.
But Billy Crystal doesn't say,
hey,
Robert Wool wrote this joke.
Right.
But Billy Crystal is not, I don't think, I haven't seen it, but he's not constantly saying, Rob is a retard.
On my show, people get endless credit.
and
accolades
and critique.
Yes.
Yeah.
But often, Benji, you're being critiqued for
being
your
late.
what
No,
you
not
do,
for your
not
sense of-
necessarily for being late. Even it's for what you do.
I don't think
Some of
Lowell
that
was
shtick.
late. Robin,
some of that shtick you do.
And by the nature of the show, you shouldn't stop every time.
I so don't want to be in a conversation even with you. Oh, I don't know how I got sucked in.
Obviously, those comments made on Celebrity Superfan Roundtable stung you.
Well, okay, I've always, I really appreciated what Natalie said. She said she missed me on the wrap-up show.
Mm-hmm.
Because of our meeting schedule, I'm not on wrap-up hardly at all anymore. But at least on wrap-up, I feel if people hate me, they really know me. I just don't like being hated for things I think are misperceptions. That really always bugs me. And if someone really knows me and hates me, I'm cool with them. Say, okay. And I think on wrap-up, people have much more learned, who I am, and, then they can make a real evaluation.
Do you feel that you're trying to have it both ways, in the sense
Yes.
that you're a silly guy, and you want to be, and you want to have your jokes and your your people call it Kaufman-esque type of personality, yet you want to be taken seriously on the same note?
No, listen, I think people like to pigeonhole people. I don't know if it's more now than it used to be, but people like to pigeonhole people, and, people are multi-dimensional, and I'm not just 1, 2, 3 dimensions, whatever,
Richard. From your Kansas ancestry into a beautiful porn discussion with Howard. It's
Beautiful
amazing.
porn discussion.
It's amazing how
where I mentioned cum shot compilations. It's real beautiful.
Is that still what you're into these days? Because Howard discussed, he loves the scenario with doctor-patient porn and all of that. You've always been a big ropes guy.
Yeah.
Is that still what does it for you?
I think I'll be a ropes guy until the end of my days. Yeah,
You're a big load guy through and through.
Always. Once a big load guy, always a big load guy. It's like anything. It's like I started liking heavy metal when I was a kid. I'll always love heavy metal. Started liking horror movies when I was a kid. I always like horror movies. Started liking beer when I was a kid. I always liked beer. And I was a fan of Peter North when I was a kid. And I've still...
An update for us on Howard 100 News. Steve Langford is considered a top reporter in the Howard 100 News team.
Just some of the stories we're working on in the Howard 100 newsroom. Howard 100 News curious about this EECP treatment that has Robin jetting to the West Coast on a regular basis.
By the way, I got an email about that, Steve, and it's so true. Robin, I'm going to put this out to you, and I read this, and I meant to read it to you earlier. I kind of screwed up. But this does make sense. And maybe you've addressed this. Maybe you can answer this question. This is a listener who wants to know more about your EECP machine. Regarding Robin's EECP treatment, does she realize the irony in the whole thing? Here she is, trying to increase circulation in her extremities. But flying is one of the worst things you can do for your circulation, especially your legs. 10 hours of flying, all for a 1-hour treatment.
10 hours of flying?
Well, 6 hours
going out and coming back.
6 hours back.
It's an interesting point.
10 hours of flying, all for a 1-hour treatment that probably does more damage than good. And remind Robin, too, that when you're in an airplane like that for 5 hours, you're getting as much cosmic radiation as you would get from getting a single chest x-ray. Tell Robin that I do stress tests for a living. I can start an IV in her and infuse her with adenosine, the drug we use to increase circulation and speed up the heart.
No, thank you.
Just don't tell her that you can also naturally release adenosine in your body with regular exercise. What about that? Getting on a plane, Robin, decreases circulation, and then you fly all the way to California to get your circulation increased.
I believe the benefits outweigh the costs.
Well, you set off a firestorm in the listeners. Ask Robin if she's going to put herself in a cryo tank when she dies.
Boy, but
listen to this. It gets even more intense.
All right.
I've never written into the show before, but this
This prompted a letter?
This insane rant from Robin is just too much to ignore. The crackpot pseudoscience methods she has been using are getting more and more far out and dangerous. When that doctor called in And she said that she hated health care because it doesn't work. It was just too much. Putting down an educated member of the healthcare community to justify her own crazy methods is absolutely unacceptable. Now I can't decide if she's insane, retarded, or both. If she stays at this pace, she will soon have more problems than just being rich and stupid. At least Artie's funny.
Whatever that means.
I don't know what that is. Wow, Robin got super defensive about the 𝗦𝗫CP machine or whatever today. She was really mean to the cardiologist who called in. It also was a bit insulting as someone who works in the medical device field. She doesn't even know what trans fat is, yet she's lecturing a cardiologist on procedures and effectiveness of them? No way.
Why do I have to know what trans fat is?
She's just into the fad of the week for the rich. I mean, it went on and on. Robin, I've never seen an avalanche like this.
I think we should have filmed. No. I'll tell you, between this and the Florentine story, Robin,
listen to this.
Steve has crawled up your ass and built a camp.
I'm camping out in Robin's backyard.
That's right. We're now a twosome.
Listen to
With me
this.
all the time.
I was so happy to hear that Robin has outsmarted the entire medical community. It's a relief to hear that she can expose the entire medical community for the snake oil salesmen that they are. I'm just relieved that the human race survived long enough eating meat and cheese for her to reach enlightenment. Now that she's going to live forever, can we get her on the couch with Dr. 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 so we can find out exactly how fucking nuts she is? And finally, Robin, you used to be a nurse? Well, why don't you just buy a symbol off of Riley and wear some of those magnetic bracelets while you get Starbucks shot up your ass? You fucking kook.
Nincome fucking poop.
Wow.
At least they're being funny while they bash.
Well, there you go. Well, you weren't the only one who got bashed. �AA got bashed, too. It says, fuck �AA.
You're in good company.
He's an obnoxious leech. Please continue to ignore him. Yeah, Eric the Midget. More. No �AA. So there you go. I'm sorry, Steve. You were saying... So Robin,
more.
Robin, it got me thinking. You are sitting on the plane for 10 hours, and that does affect your...
You're taking their point of view.
It seems to make sense to me.
Who said that plane travel decreases circulation? Sitting decreases circulation.
No,
so I shouldn't sit here.
There are reports that I've read in 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 magazine.
𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 magazine?
Yeah, actually.
Fred, what do you think of that?
I do believe that person is correct. I can't cite anything off the top of my head like a medical journal, but I've read things to that effect where plane travel is not good for your circulation.
No. What happens
is... They say to get up every once in a while and walk around.
That's right, because you're sitting. You're sitting and not moving, Fred.
So are you doing jumping jacks when you're on the plane?
I said I think the 𝗬𝗫CP outweighs in
I think it's a wash.
Outweighs the cost.
I think it's
you
a wash.
think, but you don't know.
Neither do you.
I've actually done it, so I have the at least
and I've flown in a plane, so maybe that makes tit for tat. Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, you have not done the 𝗬𝗫CP, and Robin has. She's right.
There you go, but I've flown in a plane.
Let's go.
And I know you got to get up and walk around.
Let's go to Steve Langford, who has more information probably about Robin.
Such a ridiculous person.
So
you should get up and walk around now, asshole, because you could have the same problem.
He does.
What? Excuse me?
Have you seen how many times he walks out of the room?
Absolutely.
Especially when I need him?
Right.
All right, go ahead, Steve.
So a representative of 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 Medical, which markets this treatment, set to talk to us later today. Howard 100 News also reaching out to the ever-gregarious John Sally, the former NBA star and a friend of Robin's, to fill us in on his interest in all of this. But an associate telling us John Sally would prefer not to talk to us about 𝗬𝗫CP and Robin.
And Robin. Well, let me tell you something. I don't think it's right that the 𝗬𝗫CP place that Robin goes to is using her picture on their website.
I don't think they did that. That is very strange. I will have to get to the bottom of it.
Ralphie, you're on the air.
Hey now. Hey, listen, I'd be the first to give Robin shit about this, like if this thing was wacky. But like I spent some time looking the thing up. I don't think these people have. It really seems to be a good thing, and if you can afford to do it, why not? It improves your circulation. I know what the guy's saying about like.
I'd like to see the studies on this. Actually, I mean, being serious for a second, I like to see the studies on it. I mean, this stuff is being used for people who have really severe health problems. Unless Robin's keeping a secret from us, like she's got like angina or some sort of like heart condition, which I don't think she does.
It was invented for people who do have heart conditions, that kind of thing. But
yeah, but if you get up and walk around, it's the same thing.
What?
If you get up and walk around, it's the same thing. It seems like it's overkill.
It's forcing the blood vessels and everything to open up. I mean, it's not like
so does
exercise.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Robin needs this. I'm being honest. I'm against it. I'm against Robin getting these treatments.
So stop it.
I'm against a lot of things you do, but I leave you alone.
I'm not bothering you. But if I would rather you
there
didn't do
was no
this.
vote being requested.
I don't think you need this.
What I think is
honestly.
strange, though, is Robin bashes the medical community, and it wasn't farmers who invented the machine. It was medical doctors. So, you know,
It was Harvard researchers, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, don't be broad stroking.
But they don't use it.
She wants
be
to
a
have her
schnorrer.
EECP and eat it too.
All right. Thank you, Ralph. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. I'm in the camp firmly against these treatments. But then again, I don't know a thing about them, which would be most
I wouldn't even call it
topics.
a treatment because it's not invasive. It's like exercise. It's the same thing.
I don't
I'm
like you
against
being
that.
squeezed.
Well, if it's like exercise, then there's a Stairmaster.
You're an asshole. I do that too. I don't sit around and do nothing. I exercise.
I don't know why that makes me an asshole for saying something
Because
that's
you're
pretty
acting
obvious.
as if I'm doing this instead of exercise.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm just saying it
Well,
seems...
then keep your
it's-
mouth shut. That's why you're an asshole.
Last I knew it
you
was-
didn't question.
Last I knew it was America, and I could say what I wanted. This
yes,
is a talk
you
show,
are, and
right?
I can say you're an asshole. You
Okay,
asked
fair
me
enough.
why I said what
Fair-
I said.
I guess this thing makes you calm, doesn't it?
No, you make me irritated.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry I irritated you.
Fred only says it out of concern, Robin.
No, he doesn't. He's being
Oh, yeah.
really silly.
No, I'm not.
Again, like I said, you act as if I don't exercise.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said exercise does the same thing as if I'm doing this instead.
You're putting words in my mouth.
No, that's what you said.
I didn't say that.
Exercise does the same thing.
It's exactly that I did say.
And I said I
I
exercise.
think this thing might be, confusing your brain a little bit.
Go ahead in Boston. Dave.
Hey, now it's Dump Truck. Thanks for taking my call, Howard. I was really trying all morning to get through because I'm a huge Robin fan and I love her and everything. But she was as kooky as Tom Cruise on Matt Lauer yesterday about this EECP thing. I mean, Robin's whole argument is, if it works for sick people, then how can it hurt healthy people? So are healthy people supposed to jump on dialysis machines and undergo, chemotherapy?
Again, this is not an invasive procedure like a dialysis or like taking insulin. So your argument is not a good one.
Your argument's not a good one, Robin. I mean, that cardiologist wasn't hostile towards you. He was just trying to explain that machinery is for people with serious
That
problems that you don't
cardiologist
fit
was
the criteria
protecting his
for.
income. If people did this, he wouldn't have a job.
All right. Chad, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, now.
Right.
It's Chad, the cop from Westchester.
Okay.
Hey, Robin.
Yes?
Tell everybody to fuck off because whatever you're doing, I saw you on the Howard TV the other day on the wedding list, and you look gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
Well, no one's
Whatever.
debating that.
No one.
She looks fantastic.
She's sexy. Yes, Ralph, go ahead.
I'd like to take back what I said. If it's akin to light exercise, you just get off your fat ass and go
No, I
running.
didn't say it was akin to light exercise. I said it does the same thing, absolutely, but it does it in an intense way.
Why you guys say fat ass?
And I do exercise. I don't know where this came from that I don't.
Fred started that rumor.
That's how it started.
I never said that.
That is exactly
I
how
never
it
said
started.
that.
He never said that, though.
I never said that.
He was implying that all
No.
I do
I
is
wasn't
go and sit
implying
on
that-
this machine
I wasn't
instead
implying that
of
at all.
exercise.
It just-
You were saying it was
just
instead of
seems-
exercise, Fred.
It just seems redundant. It seems nonsensical. It seems like something you don't have to do.
Nobody has to do anything. Nobody even has to exercise.
Unless you want to.
I got a shit.
Unless you want to have like Walter Hudson.
Fred has a website, robindoesn'texercise.com. That's what he's trying to say.
He started the whole thing.
I'm going to come up with a machine now.
What is your concern exactly, Fred?
That, that Robin's like doing something and not paying attention to what she should be doing, like just regular health
Like
stuff.
exercising. That's exactly what he was saying.
I'm just saying, it just seems a little, what the guy said in that email I thought was really right, spot on. You
You
get on an
wrote
airplane.
that email.
No, I did
Be
not.
honest.
I swear to God.
Well, I know you're involved with the email. You read the email. You
I
don't-
do.
Yeah.
And that was one of the ones that I thought made a lot of sense. And I'm not going to hide it.
And you feel Robin is wasting time or maybe even hurting herself?
I think the valid point is getting on an airplane, and that does affect your
I like
circulation.
to fly. I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe if you could get one of those machines on the plane as you're doing it, then it's even better.
You made some sort of comment, Robin, that even things, there's blood flowing to your vagina or...
Oh, I was joking around a bit.
But are you getting wetter?
No, what are you talking about? Getting wetter?
Because I know for a while you were saying you were using lube.
No. It wasn't a wetness problem.
Right. But you can't get wetter from this?
When have I had a chance to try things out?
Well, I thought maybe Jimmy had gone on. Jimmy's big balls will get you going. What is it, Jessica?
Hey, Robin, what's going on, honey? It sounds like something else is going on with this machine. Like yesterday, the minute people brought it up, you started attacking everybody. Like, really, it sounds bad on the radio. Like, you're just screaming at anybody that asks about it.
You are feeling a little attacked about this.
Yes, I am attacked, and Fred was attacking me.
Do you really think he's attacking
I
you?
was not attacked, and if it sounded like that, I apologize, Robin. I was not trying to attack you.
It's almost like you're in love with the machine, Robin.
I am.
Is there something else going on, baby? Is there, is something else happening that you don't want to talk, like, you're hiding?
No.
Like a relationship, I meant.
Like a relationship with the machine.
If she was in a relationship, she wouldn't be so, unhappy.
Unhappy?
Right.
Who says I'm unhappy?
You're
You do sound angry, Robin.
I'm angry at the medical profession, which has a monopoly on health care, and it doesn't do anything to promote health.
Well, they don't know that that's what you're all upset about. That's like a whole issue. They're just giving their opinion from years of studying.
Well, I can't go into that every
I've never
moment.
seen you so angry over the health community.
A part of my problems were created by being involved with the good doctors.
Wow.
You've never spoken about it before.
Well, I don't tell you everything that's going on with me.
Well,
You need your own show, Robin.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't talk about that on any show. Even it's not.
You're becoming very
fun.
mysterious.
Can she have a little Robin time?
You feel Robin's too mysterious.
Yeah.
All right,
She's
thank you.
becoming Okay,
All right,
guys.
that's your opinion. Thank you, Jessica.
All right. Bye.
Robin, what about that? Are you too mysterious?
Am I too mysterious?
I do want to mention that I have 𝗦𝗵cie and his wife Janie on the phone. We have patched things up. We are all friends now. Right, Chevy?
Hello?
Chevy.
Can anybody hear me?
I hear you. It's Howard.
How are you?
How you doing? Hi, Janie.
Hi. You know, it's funny. We don't have anything to patch up. I mean, when we saw each other the other weekend,
yes,
we were just talking like that, and it was kind of nice. You know
what? You know what was weird? Chevy and I were at a party with Janie, and when we were talking, I looked out of the corner of my eye. You know who was watching us the whole time you and I were talking?
No.
The creator of Saturday Night Live. The 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄.
Yeah.
He had his eyes on us as if he was seeing like President Nixon meeting with Ronald Reagan, like it was two real important figures in history. He was smirking and watching. But I noticed you don't talk to 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄. Why is that?
I just didn't have much to say that night, but I do talk to Lauren. I mean, we don't have any bad things to say about each other. He's like a brother to me.
I didn't know. I thought there was maybe some beef or something. I didn't know.
Oh, no.
And there was something else charming, I realized. When Paul McCartney, John Bon Jovi, Billy Joel, Roger Waters from Pink Floyd, when they were all up there performing together, Jimmy Buffett.
Was Roger actually performing, too?
When they were all up there performing, you took out your cell phone and you said to me, damn, I can't get my cell phone to work. I want to take pictures of this. After all the years on Saturday Night Live, after all the years in movies and television.
He's still impressed by other things.
You were still moved enough to want to take pictures of this. You're not that jaded, are you?
Not that jaded.
I am very jaded, and by the way, the pictures stank, Howard. We tried to put them up on the computer and stuff, and I really couldn't see Paul out well, and John and all of them trying to sing. But Billy was hilarious. Didn't you think it was funny when he did Elvis Presley?
Yes.
Nobody could see him, but he was doing Elvis.
It was fun. It was really something really to see. We saw a once-in-a-lifetime event, but I would have thought Chevy would have been like, you know what, I've had every...
This happens every day.
I mean, the years on Saturday Night Live alone, the year that you did on Saturday Night Live, all the big stars used to come on. But he was not...
But, you get used to that stuff. I mean, Paul, we've known Paul forever, and we see him every summer.
That was special.
But that was very special. It was funny how they just kept coming up with a key for him, because he didn't really want to sing.
Yeah.
But John Bon Jovi kept saying, what do you want, G? You want E? You want F? And finally they would come up with a key for him. But He did it. You know, that was a fun party.
Why didn't you get up and play? You are a drummer. You even played with Steely Dan. Why did you not get up and play with this band?
I'm not a professional. You know, I don't do that stuff.
Do you feel intimidated in a group like that?
I don't feel intimidated. I just know who's good and who isn't.
Janie, you and I hadn't spoken since that terrible phone call all those years ago on the radio. But I am really charming and wonderful, am I not?
Yes, I was surprised to discover that.
Yes, I thought you were quite taken with me.
Not only was she taken with you, but I'm getting jealous.
Yes, I think Janie wants me.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
She wants you deeply.
There'll be another feud now.
That would be really ironic after all these years. I ended up sleeping with Janie, and Chevy got jealous. That would be really, really good. Now, I want to tell you something, Janie, and this is a tough question. But what is it you like about me best now that you know me?
That you seem to be a nice guy.
Right. I told you I was. I tried to explain that. Janie, you are involved in a charity. It is the 4th annual Chevy Chase Green School auction. You're trying to raise money for good causes, and I have contributed. I have offered, up there on the website right now.
Yes, you're there.
And we really thank you for that, Howard.
Yeah, so there is a tour of our studios, and you can come in and hang out with us on the air. We're offering that as a charity item on this website. And what is the website exactly?
It's called CharityBuzz.com.
CharityBuzz.com, and you can bid on a chance to sit in on one of our shows, take a full studio tour, or bid on many other exciting prizes. In fact...
And wait a minute, what is this for?
I mean, you could have a...
It really is for Chevy, actually.
It is
Chevy's gonna
raising
keep,
money for Chevy?
Chevy's going to keep all the money. He told me privately.
Directly into my pocket. But you can bid on a quiet evening with OJ in Vegas. I don't know, whatever.
How much does that go for these days?
Chevy, what do you think of something like that? I mean, here's a guy who got away with murder, and you would think he would lay low, but yet he seems to have some sort of addiction to being on the front page of the paper. Will he go to jail?
I believe he is in jail, and I believe that he might go to jail for much longer. I'd appreciate it if he would go to jail, so we wouldn't have to hear about him.
That's right. Now, let me tell you what I am going to bid on. On your website right now in this charity, and I do want to hear what this is for, but there is a chance to actually hang out with Cameron Diaz for a day. Is that correct?
We've got to get that one.
Yeah, what? Explain that to me. I get to sit at her movie?
You'd hang out. I wouldn't. But the fact is... The fact is, Cameron's a sweet and a lovely girl who believes very deeply in the same stuff that you do and I do, and you know,
she really gets
as funny as we are on the air or whatever. That in real life, you're a thoughtful guy, and
don't lump me in with that.
Huh?
Don't lump me in with that.
Because we're going to buy that and send AA to hang out with Cameron.
I do lump you in there. I've talked to you. I know what you're like. I know that you're a family guy and a good guy. And the fact is, you know how the environment has gone pot. It's really, this is a big deal.
Yes, it is.
To be involved in this is a big deal too, because your persona doesn't seem to lend itself to this kind of thing. But the fact is, what you're doing is a tremendous favor to us.
Well, no, I am a very vocal. I was a big fan of Al Gore. I think he is the president.
You've been vocal on the environment
and
for a long time.
I've been vocal on the environment, and I like what you're up to doing. I'm glad that one of the items is our, studio tour and sitting in on the show. But I am very intrigued with the Cameron Diaz item. Where
she's really going to deal with people.
Get in there and bid on it.
Yeah,
I mean, Chevy and Janie actually really nudged a bunch of good celebrities.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a website where you can get dinner with Bill Clinton.
Really?
Yeah, you can play tennis with Chris Everett. You can spend the day on a movie set with Cameron Diaz. That's the one I'm very attracted to.
I might go for the Bill Clinton.
I like
that. You'd have to be with me too, Robin.
Now, Chevy and Janie, is it true that with Cameron Diaz, I mean, that she really has to hang out with us? She just can't blow us off.
No, that says hang out on the set.
Yeah, but
if it were you, she would hang out with you. But if it was somebody bidding, what you do is be on the set. You'd certainly meet her and have pictures and all of that stuff, but she'd be working too, and you'd watch the work.
So you can't go into the trailer with her and try to seduce her.
Yeah, you're not going to be her shadow.
There's no.
Go into the trailer and watch her underwear.
How much to bang her?
Yeah.
Artie, you want to bid on banging Cameron Diaz?
I mean, that would raise a lot of money. I mean, if the prize was to actually have sex with Cameron Diaz,
Has any charity ever offered that?
I'd pay $100,000 for that.
Chevy, isn't it true if Cameron Diaz really cared about the environment, she'd have let one of my listeners have sex?
You have to use your visa, I think.
That is correct. Now, so this is for a good cause. It is to help the environment. You guys have been doing this for 4 years. Up on CharityBuzz.com, not only do you have the right to come down to our studio if you get this in the auction.
Now, has the bidding started?
I'd like to come down sometime and see your show.
Yeah, well, come on down.
That'll only cost you.
If you bid, you will be in on it.
Okay, I'll bid. I'll bid. We'll go up against each other.
All right, so this is a very good cause, and you have all these different items. And how's the marriage between Chevy Chase and Janie going? Are there ups and downs, or are you two still madly in love?
It's amazing, Howard. I mean, to be honest with you, it's rare that you get a marriage that lasts, 27 years.
Yes.
That has always been just, we love each other very much.
You left Saturday Night Live, I believe, from what I've read, and you can correct me on this. You left because you fell in love with Janie. Janie wanted to live on the West Coast.
No.
That was wife
another
number
girl.
2. I'm wife number 3.
You are? Chevy's been married 3 times?
I was married in the 60s for a short period of time to somebody I don't remember. And then for an even shorter period to a girl for about 9 months or so as I left Saturday Night Live.
How did that? Now, wait a minute. Tell me about this second marriage. You're saying he changed his whole life for her, and it only lasted 9 months?
Chevy, that's crazy.
She wouldn't leave L.A.
Oh, she wouldn't. And you went there, and you left Saturday Night Live.
Everybody but me knew that she was the wrong girl.
And nobody told you. Your parents didn't tell you. No one advised you.
Parents didn't have the hell of it.
Well, did anyone say anything to you ever?
No. Nobody wanted to be. Lauren was not confrontational about that stuff. He was just a good friend and a close friend. And I know that he would like me to have stayed. Had he really reached out and said, "Chev, this girl's wrong for you. I need you," I would have stayed.
Oh. You would have.
That's not the way Lauren is. He's a very giving and supportive fella, and I don't think he wanted to lose me at that time, and I didn't really want to leave, but I was very much in love.
But when the marriage ended after 9 months, did you say to yourself, "Oh, for Christ's sake"? I mean, I left Saturday Night Live. I might have had a fun second season.
What was I thinking?
I mean, that had to drive you insane.
It did. I mean, ultimately, I had a film career that happened and all that stuff. So
right. It all worked out well.
I enjoyed myself and made some bucks. But the fact of the matter is I always regretted not, staying with that show longer because it was really my show. I mean, I founded it with Lauren, and I regret it, looking back. But, hey, a lot of people do silly things in their lives.
But what was Belushi and Aykroyd so mad at you that they stopped talking to you because they felt you were undermining their success by leaving?
No.
They didn't care.
John was a little jealous, and he had a right to be. Nobody could pronounce his name.
John probably wanted you to leave.
But he wanted me out.
And it got Bill and Murray in.
But we got Bill in, and the fact is, John was wonderful, and I was just suddenly this big star, and it's because I said my name every week. Is what I told John. But John. And then nobody can pronounce yours, And John was probably a little more jealous than I had thought. In fact, I learned that much later.
Yeah, I thought John, from what I've read, I mean, what the hell do I know, that John really thought he was going to be the breakout star the first year, and it turned out to be Chevy.
He deserved it, and so did Danny, who was a resident genius. But the fact is, it happened the way it happened, and I said my name every week. People knew who I was. And there's no accounting for that stuff. The fact is, John did become a big star. That's what he wanted. But he abused himself a little too much.
Yeah, real sad. But so how soon after did you meet Janie, or did Janie break up the second marriage?
I met Janie on a really great movie that I was making, and she was a production coordinator, and I was on the movie. And
you seduced Janie as you were the star. What film were you working on at that point?
Under the Rainbow.
Oh my goodness!
Under the Rainbow with all the midgets?
Yeah.
something? Everybody on that film was on drugs except for me.
Including Billy Barty?
Not the great Billy.
Not Billy Barty.
Maybe not Billy Barty, but Chevy.
Well, you don't know. With 150 little people, who are, you can't tell, really.
Chevy, you saw Janie on the set. She obviously was attractive.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to get her in your trailer and seduce her?
I never did anything with her in my trailer. I did it immediately in the office.
In the office, you nailed her.
I was very polite, and I took her out on a golf cart one day for a little tour of the studio grounds and got lost and got sort of embarrassed. But we went out for a couple of dates, and I don't know, somehow she liked me.
The first time he asked me out, he said he came over, and it was for the premiere of Seems Like. Well, actually, it was like the third time, but the other times didn't. I don't know. He kept trying to get me out. And anyway, he came over and said, I've got this premiere of my film, and, sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, but Janie, this is a man who's very famous. You must have been completely bowled over that he picked you out. And there was pressure, I would imagine.
Were you of the opinion that, he's just going to mess me around?
Didn't you think...
He said, listen, Goldie's over in France right now, and someone else is going to go with me, but they don't feel well. Would you go with me? And my response was, not if I'm third choice.
So did you put out, Janie, did you put out quickly for Chevy is the question.
No.
How long did it take Chevy to get in your pants?
It took me, it must have been, 4 or 5 hours?
Was it 5 hours? Was it that many hours? That must have been insufferably hard for you, Chevy, to wait 5 hours. Chevy, were you a ladies' man back in high school? I imagine you were the popular guy with your gift.
I was very extremely gay at that time.
You were. And then when did you stop being gay?
I stopped when I realized there were girls.
Oh, now. But, Chevy, you had your share of famous women before Janie. You got all that out of your system, right?
As far as you know.
Yes. I mean, didn't you make love, if I may ask, Janie, and this is, did you make love to 𝗲𝗏𝗍?
Who?
𝗲𝗏𝗍.
I don't know.
The famous model?
Never met her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, someone had did you get your share of famous women before you married Janie?
I may well have had some dalliances with people who had a good name.
You did.
Janie, did he discuss every one of them with you?
Did he brag to you on the first date, Janie, how many women he had and gave you a list of names?
I wouldn't have been impressed. It would have worked against him.
Right. So you don't want to know the women he's made love to?
No.
Janie, you've never asked him in the privacy of your own home?
In the privacy of our own home. She's never asked me. We don't talk about that stuff much.
I brag to my girlfriend all the time.
I tell the dogs.
Yeah.
But you tell the dogs?
Yes. To anyone who will listen. But you don't regret having gotten married, even though you had to walk away from that kind of exciting sexual life.
Man, I've got the best girl in the world.
Oh, I like this. Very nice. You two are a good couple. I am...
yeah, we could tell how solid you were from that phone call.
Yeah, you even stuck up for each other.
Yeah, we love each other a lot.
Well, I'm very happy for you, and I'm going to tell you something. You were always good friends with Gerald Ford. I am one of the few people who will say this. I thought Gerald Ford was a good president.
Underrated.
Underrated. I do, and I've always said that.
He was a sweet guy, actually. I liked him.
Now, you got to check out this 4th annual Chevy Chase Green School auction. You two ought to come in one time so I can really get into this sexual...
Oh, God.
You know what? We will. And that's a tape, man.
Do you
we
have
got to get out now because we got to go do this show. But
you're doing Martha Stewart's show?
I got to thank you so much for doing this for us.
All right. Thanks, Chevy. Thanks, Janie.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Who would ever have predicted that?
Oh, this is crazy.
Well, that's what happens. You hang around long enough.
Stay here and it'll happen.
He actually called me the other night and left the funniest phone message I've ever heard a human being leave.
Really?
Yeah. I was laughing out loud. And I don't do that often. If he comes in, I should save that message so that I could get his permission to play that for you.
I would love to hear that.
He accuses me of being a Jew.
How dare he?
Accuses me of wrecking his career. It's the funniest thing I ever heard. Up next, by the way, and this is even more exciting, Kathie Lee Gifford is going to come in here and lick my balls.
Well, we haven't been here that long, have we?
No. I don't think we'll ever be here long enough for that.
How long will that take?
You know, Artie, I also want to find out, and I'm sorry I didn't do this just now, but I want to know if he remembers working with you.
Well, you know, it's funny.
When did you two work together?
Dirty Work.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in that too?
He came up. He was up in Toronto working with us for about 2 weeks, and one of the greatest nights I ever had was there was a pool hall that we used to go to all the time in Toronto. And when the first night he came up there, me, Norm, and 𝗦𝘵𝗄𝗿𝗱, and Norm's assistant, Lori Jo, we went shooting pool. Norm and Lori Jo bailed, and it was just me and 𝗦𝘵𝗄𝗍 shooting pool together.
Wow.
For about an hour, and then we walked back to our hotel, and I was just asking him questions about Belushi, just picking his brain about stuff that I wanted to know about, and he was so nice. He talked to me for 3 hours together by ourselves.
He probably does remember that.
But then, you know, he did so much funny shit in that movie that they cut out, just physical stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was a nice guy to me.
Wait a second, Artie, I have to interrupt you. Billy Crystal's on line 3.
And he busted Saget's balls in the most funny way.
Billy Crystal, have we made it with him? Is he all right with us?
I don't think he's all right with me.
He's
Jim,
never going to be all right.
Jim, you're on the air.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, now.
Hey, you know, I think the viewers kind of want to know how you guys reconciled. I mean, for those of us that aren't quite up to speed without maybe airing too much of the dirty laundry.
Well, no, I can give you the quick update. What happened was 𝗦𝘵𝗄𝗍 called. You know, this is funny. And this actually is really interesting story. Gary reminded me of this. There was a time when 𝗦𝘍𝗍 and I were going at it so badly. And he was just furious with me, and I wasn't too thrilled with him.
Yeah, and he didn't back down. He kept firing.
He kept firing, and it got really ugly. And Stuttering John was on him, and a lot of the fans were really blasting him good. And they, you know, the fans. One thing about our fans, boy, they stick up for us, and when the going gets tough. So anyway, 𝗦𝘍𝗍 in the middle of it called Gary in the office, and he said, "I need to speak to Howard." And I said to Gary, I ain't speaking to him. So Gary said, 𝗦𝘍𝗍 said to Gary, listen, it's not even. I don't care if he makes up with me or not. It's nothing about that. He says, I have a source that tells me someone went to the Inquirer, said something about Howard. They're going to blast him in an article. Now, I actually appreciated that. Now, what the hell this source was or what the story was supposed. The story never appeared because guess what? There's really no story with me. You know that. But he gave me a heads up.
Really?
That was the first thing, yeah. And then what happened was several months later, 𝗦𝘍𝗍 called Gary and said, listen, this whole feud thing is really getting to me, and it's just silly already. Any way to patch things up. And somehow, I don't know, we ended up speaking, and I ran into 𝗦𝘍𝗍 in California. I was with my daughters. I was two of my daughters, and I took them to a hotel, and I walk out of the hotel. Who's standing there? 𝗦𝘍𝗍. And we started talking, and we worked things out. And he said, yeah, you know, I said some shit about you. I'm sorry I said it, and, you know, I don't know. And I said, yeah, man. And he seemed like a really decent guy. And, you know, he is 𝗦𝘍𝗍 and Saturday Night Live.
Right, it's
that whole thing. And I'm actually, you know, a big fan of his work and have a lot of respect for what he did. And the fact of the matter is, so we worked things out. And I came on the air and I told Robin that I ran into him, and, you know, and we just kind of dropped the whole 𝗦𝘍𝗍 thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I haven't.
It's been a slow.
Yeah,
sort of, you know,
so
warming.
I got invited to this party this summer that I told you about on the air. And all of a sudden, I see 𝗦𝘍𝗍 and Janie walk in. And Janie, I've never reconciled with.
No, there were never any discussions with Janie. Janie was still angry from the phone call.
I'm standing there at this party with my daughter. I'm talking to Bruce Springsteen, and now all I'm doing is focused on 𝗦𝘍𝗍 and Janie coming in. And I'm watching,
is that woman going to attack me?
Yeah, I'm watching, and the two of them see me, and they get into a huddle, and they start talking. And I'm thinking to myself, they're probably saying, maybe we're going to leave, or I didn't know what, or we're going to go confront him, or what. I didn't know where things stood.
Janie was just waiting for this opportunity.
And then as the party went on, 𝗦𝘍𝗍 came over, and we were talking, and all that, but Janie wouldn't come over. Well, later on in the party, Janie did walk over, and she said to me, hey, Howard, what's happening? And blah, 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 blah. I'm Janie Chase. I said, oh, hey, Janie. I said, look, we've never had a chance to talk. I know things got really weird. I said, but boy, we sure did some good radio together. She didn't really. Yeah, she goes, well, it was good for you. I said, yeah. And I said, well, you know, gee, I feel awful about how this all went down. I've had a chance to reconcile with 𝗦𝘍𝗍 and all of this. And she was really actually lovely, made it easy, and started asking me about my kid who was here and all that kind of stuff. And
yeah, the good radio thing, that only ever works with Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
He appreciates that.
He does. And then like my feud the time I had with Sam, that blew over, and the feud with Bon Jovi blew over.
Yeah.
I mean, here I am at Bon Jovi's house. We had a huge feud, it was unbelievable. So it was kind of neat that, it all worked out. And then I heard about their charity with the environment. They were really donating a lot of money and trying to raise money.
Got some good stuff up there for auction.
Yeah, and I said, hey, I would like to help out. They asked me if I would help out, and I said I would. So that led to this call last night where they thanked me for putting this item up for bid. And again, we welcome anybody to bid on it. It's for a good cause. And come on down here and spend some time with us, to sit in for an hour or something.
I'd like to, Howard, but I think I'm going to go for Clinton.
I'm going for Cameron Diaz myself. I think hanging out with Cameron Diaz for a day would just be absolute ball torture.
Well, I could probably pinpoint the exact time and year that initial phone call happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to say late July 1988. And the reason I know that is because it sounds so.
It's taken 10 years, 20 years to.
I went. Me and my friends were such big fans of the show at that time, and you hadn't even gotten into Philly yet, I think,
right.
Or maybe you just got into Philly. And me and my one buddy Kevin went away on a vacation. We saved up money and we went to Cancun for a week to try to get laid, which we didn't.
Right.
And then when we got back, my buddy Deej picked us up at the airport, and the big fucking news was that you and Chevy Chase had this blowout on the air, and he told me, he goes, yeah, Howard was telling him, your movies suck now, and Chevy was saying, I turned down 12 movies a day, and you said, I turned down a movie today, and it was like really big news, and I'll never forget that I didn't hear it because he was telling me about it, and that was in July of 88, we went away, so that's probably how long ago we're talking about, almost 20 years.
Yeah, it was awesome radio. I mean, I called their house. And
it was big,
Richard
news.
And even Chevy in this phone call to me goes that he left me the message saying that if we'd want him, he would come on the show.
Right.
He said, we're going to be in a car. We're going to do the Martha Stewart show with my wife. But he said, I would be happy to call in. And he said, here's my number. He said, but don't give it to Richard Belzer. So that was 20 years. And Belzer was like, gee, I didn't think Chevy would mind us calling.
Right. That was, he made a terrible blunder.
Yes, Fred.
My question is he still mad at Belzer?
He could be, because he did reference Belzer. I don't know.
He did?
So funny.
And him and Belzer have a big history together. They were, you remember that movie, The Groove, too?
Yeah,
that Channel 1?
Oh, yeah.
They were together working, doing comedy before SNL.
Belzer was he thought that Chevy would actually have a sense of humor, and he would get it.
And Belzer considered Chevy a really good friend.
Right.
Anyway, so, here's 20 years it's taken to get this thing on track, but nevertheless, the Chases are doing this 4th annual Chevy Chase Screen School auction, and they go to CharityBuzz.com.
Notice we haven't had Belzer on the show. That was Chevy's demand.
And as you remember, Howard, as you remember, Norm had sort of asked you or begged you or whatever to be in Dirty Work for a day, and when I signed on, Chevy Chase was officially on to do the film, and you were a possibility, at least in their head you were. And I was like, wow, that's going to be fun. I'm coming to the set that day.
I was crazy.
Yeah.
It's been such a good source of contention for so many years that who knows what will happen in the future. It'll be great.
Yeah, you never know. All right. Hey, thanks, man. That's sort of the brief history of how this all went down.
Is here.
Ugly?
Ugly.
I thought it was Hughley.
That's what I said.
You're saying Ugly.
Dude, now you're picking my words apart, too?
What do you name Ronnie Und? I mean, come on, you can't forget the first letter to people's names.
We're going to bring the gentleman in, okay?
Okay.
Obviously, A-list guest. He's got a fruit cake, fruit basket, or whatever. Fruit plate.
He's a funny guy.
Well, he's an A-list guest.
All right.
How you doing, man? I'm good.
Yo.
Hey, man.
How are you, man?
What's happening?
Good to see you.
Usually a dude getting followed with a camera like that is being indicted for something.
Not you, not you.
Watch out.
So what's going on with you, man? Are you excited to talk to Howard this morning?
Of course I am, man. As excited as you can be this early in the morning.
Yeah, it's true. It's the crack of dawn here right this way.
Hey, now I'm 𝗛𝐿𝗶𝗍. I'm here to promote my HBO special, Unapologetic, at the Howard Stern Show. I'm very, very excited. Plus, they have a great green room, and you can tell when people are making a lot of money because they have really cool snacks in the green room.
Did you get a fruit platter this morning?
Absolutely, but you know you have to share it with people. You know, I don't generally like to eat fruit in front of people because, you know, it looks bad. But thanks, man. I'm really excited to come down here. We're going to chop it up with Howard and see what we can do, if we can have some fun.
Things are looking good this morning.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, good luck in there today, DL.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Gary, bring in DL. Let's talk to him a little bit. See what he thinks about what's going on in the world. 𝗛𝐿𝗶𝗍, of course. There he is. There he is. 𝗛𝐿𝗶𝗍.
And another guy.
Now he's coming in with a bodyguard.
You got a bodyguard
about
too.
Being in here?
Right. You got a bodyguard with you too, huh?
Says Ronnie's going to guard you, then I'll guard DL.
Is that guy?
It's my brother. You got to either pay him or give him a job.
Is that your brother, actually?
He's married to my sister. Been married to her for like 20 years.
Because he came in here, you looked like he was looking for trouble.
Right, yeah. You know, big bald dudes always look for trouble.
Yeah, I know. How are you?
I'm wonderful, man. I really am.
Did you get in trouble for those comments about the nappy-headed
You know, people got
hose?
mad. I don't know how a grown man gets in trouble. Like, you know, like, Mommy, did I do something? But people were upset as if, you know, like, all I can do is tell you how I see it.
Right.
And people, like, get very, like, all the shit going on in the world, you worried about what I'm doing.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
if you have enough time to worry about what 𝗛𝐿𝗶𝗍 is doing, then maybe you have too much free time.
Like it's so amazing to me, like, the NAACP just buried the word nigga.
Right.
Which fucked up 45 minutes of my show.
Right.
Thank God they didn't do it before I did the special. It would have been fucked up. But,
you always use the word in your
But now it's people in my family I can't even talk to. You don't call me no more. I don't know what to say to you. But in the myriad of things that is wrong.
No, but you said that the girls did have nappy hair,
Some
but they were not
have
hosed,
nappy.
and people got on you for that.
Right. Like you know, just like I'm watching. You can only call it like you see it. I don't understand why that is.
And you're also telling jokes,
right.
Isn't that the case?
And I'm also telling a version of what you never hear men talking about how attractive female basketball players are.
Right. You don't not.
Like
why don't they do that?
Because they're not attractive.
So you're saying what you think.
I've seen a few of them look like they was wearing cups. Let me tell you something.
You sometimes doubt whether they're actually right.
When you can braid your own hair and palm a basketball,
it's not right.
Just like you see the girl who's suing Isaiah Thomas.
Yes.
Like I would just go, come on now.
Well, I keep looking at. I said maybe she takes a bad picture.
She looked like Dale Davis.
They keep saying he found her attractive.
Oh yeah, right.
But even in the testimony, they say, well, she is a very attractive woman.
Yeah, they keep saying. I don't understand what's going on.
You know what? Let me tell you. I would just walk out. How do we know you didn't sexually? Because I can see, Your Honor. That's why.
Then they would dismiss the case.
Did you see the woman testify? I was sitting at my desk polishing my nails, and Isaiah came up and touched me on my dick. And I knew at that point.
Again, you know, she was a college basketball star.
Yeah, right.
Proves your point.
Right. If you can dunk, I'm not going out with you.
Yeah. You don't want to go out with a girl who can dunk. You're absolutely right. It's annoying.
But it's so many things, and every time I turn around, people are all upset about shit that we know.
Well,
yes,
true. I know. I mean, you know, some of your routines are so hysterical. I've been playing them all day today. But the thing too now this OJ thing is going to bring you a lot. People are going to want to know
what do you do about OJ?
You know, we went up to Harlem yesterday, and we interviewed some of the black community up there.
Right.
And every person said OJ was innocent already.
Leave OJ alone.
To leave OJ alone.
Well, I don't think OJ's innocent.
You do not.
I don't know about this. I think this bullshit here is just, if it were anybody else, then it would be some misdemeanor
They just
type
talked this
bullshit.
Through.
But OJ getting the death penalty for this shit right here. No, literally.
You think they're gonna put him away?
They're gonna put him to death for trying to get his memorabilia.
Now the crime of putting your memorabilia, you're to be killed.
But OJ must be crazy, right? I mean, he got away with murder.
When you get away with murder, you're supposed to just lay down.
Right. Go away. You know, I remember this guy Klaus von Bülow.
Right, killed us.
You know, some people accused him.
She didn't die.
He didn't. Yeah, she didn't die.
Alive?
She's in a coma somewhere.
Yeah.
But you know,
the next
if you were married to Klaus von Bülow, you probably want to be in a coma too. Right. but the fact of the matter is that after his trial was controversial, some people thought he got off. The guy, you never see this guy anymore. He's gone.
You
But
don't see him.
Disappeared. Yeah.
But even that, it's just the way that stuff is done. Like nobody asked Robert Blake, and you know he killed his wife.
Well, you know, listen.
Phil Spector shot that woman. I don't care. He looks like the most bored defendant I've ever seen in my life. Can you hurry up and finish this shit so I can get back to my wall of sound? I don't. Like,
it is odd. A lot of people testified that Spector runs around with guns. Right. He's constantly putting a gun in a woman's mouth. And now the jury, they say, is probably hung 7-5. We don't know which direction. That is amazing out there.
But I think that there's a special, I'm telling you, there is a special onus when it is a black man and white people get killed. It really just, that's the way we look at it in society. Right. Just like Michael Vick. Now, the thing about Michael Vick is not that I've seen dog fights and I thought they were horrible, so I just, like as a kid, I went, this ain't some shit I want to see no more.
You stayed away from it.
But it isn't that he fought the dogs, it's that he killed them if they lost.
Right.
And he plays for the Falcons.
Should they kill him if...
he would not have survived.
Hey, motherfucker, it's a receiver or two you could have shot.
What about that? How about if in the NFL we kill people who lose every week?
Well, yeah, maybe Michael would see the problem if you put it that way.
There's a lot of gamblers who are completely for that.
But here, comment. This was, in fact, we couldn't find anyone who actually thought O.J. had done it up in Harlem. I'll play you this. And tell me what you think. Here's a guy. This is a typical guy we find walking on the street.
Right. Do you think O.J.'s innocent or guilty of burglary?
I believe he's innocent. Because I don't believe he'll be a burglary type guy. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see that.
Do you think O.J.'s constantly singled out?
Since he was in the lights one time, now they're going to try to keep on trying to get him now, you know, to prove him right, you know. That's what we're going to try to do.
Do you sympathize more with the Goldman family at this time or with O.J.?
Well, I say with O.J.
Why is that?
Well, because I think that, you know, he got it coming. I don't think he did it, you know.
See? So a lot of people are siding with O.J. Maybe it's racial.
I do not think that the case, I think this case is a version of what he said. I do think that they're going to get him. Yeah. We're going to get this motherfucker for something.
Yeah, we got to put him away somehow.
You know, just like when they went after Capone, they ended up getting him for tax evasion.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that it's just, you know, we just never say what we feel as a society. We always pretend like it's one way,
right,
and then it's another. And that's the thing I resent.
Well, people are afraid because, like, you look at the Emmys. They bleeped out that Fox is so scared of everyone if saying "God damn." They just bleep out anything. We are becoming very sanitized, aren't we?
And we are very. It's so funny because they blame comedians and rappers for the coarseness of, like, slavery was pretty coarse. You know, that shit wasn't cool.
Well,
Killing Indians was pretty coarse.
Right.
Like comedians was going, hey man, fuck the Indians up. And it's so funny. Like, we never tell the truth, and it's just things that, like, in our community, I don't care what you say. The biggest problem isn't AIDS, drugs, violence, shitty schools. It's single parents. It's the fact that women are left to fend on their own with all these children. And there's a lot of beautiful... When I see a single woman struggling to raise her child, it hurts me because I know if she didn't have that kid, I'd be trying to fuck her. I really would.
That's right. Now, what about you? I mean, you have a long, stable marriage. How long have you been married?
It'd be 22 years in February.
Is that killing you? I mean, you're an attractive man. I mean, a lot of women must want to be getting close to you.
You know, it's like my father said a long time ago, it'll be all right when the swelling go down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Is that it?
I have a wife who I adore. Like, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that, like, most women, she's insane.
Right.
You know, like...
how does she get crazy?
Right.
I mean, I know you're rational. What does she do?
Right. Like the other... We were doing something I was hosting Def Jam, Saturday.
Right.
So... they gave me flowers in my dressing room,
Right.
So a woman, you know, and the flowers have been there for 3 days. We smoking cigars and flicking the ashes in the flowers.
That's not right.
So a girl came and she was talking about how beautiful the flowers were. So I said, "Oh, take them." You know. My wife. About 10 minutes later came, where the flowers at? And I said, you know, they told her that some girl had took them. She storms down to go get the flowers. I'm like, girl, you can't fucking go in the parking lot and take flowers from somebody that inflict ashes. It is the point. I said, this is my fucking dressing room. So it's just irrational.
Do you think she got jealous that you were somehow...
You're giving flowers to another woman?
But it wasn't even...
It's her flowers.
Yeah, I didn't even care about them.
Of course.
I could give less than a shit about these flowers. They had been there for 3 days.
So then you go, hey, what's wrong with me? Why did I marry this woman? Do you doubt your decision?
No, well, you know what? I tell you, honestly, not to kiss her ass. If you have to spend your life with somebody, Yeah. And I have a wonderful woman. My mistress gets on my nerves too, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, you got a lady on the side. They all get on your nerves.
All right, these motherfuckers here. I got kids that get on my nerves, but
you got a lot of kids. How many kids you got?
I have 3. I have
3
a
kids.
20-year-old.
No kidding. How old are you?
I'm 43.
No shit.
Yeah, and she goes to Smith. And she is an intern in D.C. She's trying to help abolish the death penalty. I'm so glad she's an intern when Bill Clinton ain't around.
I was going to say, she's an intern in D.C. You got to be worried.
Right. She's not blowing anybody.
No. Well, you
don't know.
I'm certainly praying.
Yes, right.
Honey,
so
Daddy loves you.
When she said, I'm going to Washington to be an intern, you just checked who was in the White House. She said, she's not going to blow George Bush.
It's a lot of gay women at her school, so blowing a dude or...
Maybe blowing a dude is good. Who the hell knows?
Thank
you. You know, I still don't understand. Honest to God, and I'm not saying this because you're here. Right. I don't understand how you didn't get that late night show job. I'm talking about CBS after Letterman. You were up for it.
And
Craig Ferguson, the Scottish guy.
Mm-hmm.
I see you as much funnier.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I do know this, that I think I worked hard. And, like, to me, the greatest thing I get to do is I love being on stage. I love seeing shit, and so if they didn't feel like I had what it took, and I know that I wouldn't have. I ain't gonna ever be softball. I'm sure I'd have gotten in trouble for saying something.
Yeah,
so
you probably would have been off the air anyway.
Right.
So it's good.
I'm fucking canceled.
Yeah, they would have thrown you off for the nappy hair stuff.
Right, and like because a guy, it's so funny because I'm the son of a nappy head man,
right,
and a nappy head woman. And I have nappy head children, but I can't talk about that. And I have nappy head, but I can't.
When did nappy hair become a bad thing?
And the dude who is leading the protest got a perm. Ain't that a bitch?
That's wild. Sharpton with that perm.
Right,
how the fuck you gonna have a hair that Aunt B from Andy Griffith had, and you trying to tell me?
Are you surprised that Al Sharpton has a perm? I mean, if you are a leader, quote unquote leader, civil rights, this and that, why would you try to make your hair like the white man?
How are you supposed to take that guy seriously?
No.
See, when
I don't take any grown man, and I mean this, that needs a leader is already behind it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who the fuck is the white leader? Who's the Mexican
There
leader?
is no white leader.
Who's and if you're gonna lead, do some shit that matters. Like now they trying to boycott rap. Like now Master P wants to start a rap label with no profanity, and I'm like, motherfucker, we had it. It's called jazz.
We don't want that again. Nobody bought that.
Nobody bought that.
I got a Grover Washington CD. What the fuck? But
I've asked Sharpton about his hair. I've said to him, Al, why do you wear your hair in this style? It's like a white guy.
And he blamed James Brown.
Yeah, he blamed James Brown because James Brown did it, and I wanted to honor
James Brown did it in the '60s, and
it was a different time.
Yeah, it really is.
It was a different time.
It's just like even everything he does is almost antiquated. Like boycotting in front of FYE. Which is cool,
right?
Except that most kids don't buy their shit they steal it off the internet like everybody else.
That's right. And it's not gonna have an impact,
right? What the fuck are you boycotting? So that'll be out of business, and that business model is out of business. It's antiquated. Nobody goes to record stores and buys fucking CDs.
Record stores are over, so standing in front of them is kind of missing the boat.
It's just to get on TV. Like to me, it's just like now they like rap. You want to like. Walmart, you can't go to a Walmart and buy a record that has profanity or violence, but you can go to Walmart and buy a gun.
Absolutely.
You can't get the 350 now, but you can get the 357.
It's wild.
So why don't you? We want to ban songs about guns, but not guns. So it's just, if you want to start,
it's hypocritical.
It really is to me.
See, if I was a black man, I'd wear my hair like you do.
Right.
I like how you do it. Now what is that? That's
it's,
like
it's stress and tension.
No. You're doing something with your hair.
No.
Like
they wash it. They wash it.
Yes.
Twist it and untwist it.
That's what I would do.
That's all it is.
I like that style.
Me too. And
I got curly hair.
Yeah.
Well, I wear it curly. For years, I try to straighten it like Al Sharpton. But I say you got to go with what you have.
You were spending hours in a beauty parlor.
Hours. I mean, for what? I'm not going to look good.
With your hair all wrapped up.
That's why
my hair's straight, I'll get girls.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Fuck this. I'm just going to get rich. Then they won't care.
Yeah, that'll get me some girls.
Absolutely.
That's the way you do it.
Rich will straighten out anything.
Are you fucking kidding? Have you ever seen somebody that had a beautiful girl? You go, God damn, thank God he has money.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because when I saw that,
Robin does that with me. So you are very successful. I mean, your stand-up comedy is rock solid, right?
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it
and
is.
now you got this special on HBO.
Right.
Okay, so we should promote that. Unapologetic.
Right.
This Saturday night at 10 o'clock on HBO. That's a good name for your special. You don't apologize to any man.
Right, but you know, I had people like that came out and protested me, like, you know, Christian groups, and I'm like, man,
really? For what?
Christian groups? What'd you say?
For the 𝗦𝗵cie comments, I mean, I got protested all, like people, Christian groups were coming out and protesting me, and I was like, if you're a Christian, forgive me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The Christians are the worst.
Right. Like, aren't you? If you forgive me, but it's just like you actually made a sign and protested me for having an opinion. I'm telling a fucking joke. I'm not trying to change the world.
It's crazy. What, you say that Bill Maher is the second funniest person on the planet?
I think he is.
Yeah. So
You do his show a lot.
Oh,
Bill is very funny.
And you know what it is? I think that what makes him so funny is how unafraid he is to state to have a clear point of view. Like everybody murks the waters. I feel kind of like this, and then
no, he's clear on what he wants, and that's
what he
good.
believes.
Yeah, I like guys like that. Whether you agree with them or not, it's good.
Even if you don't like, and I like people who, for instance, have a point of view regardless of how fucked up it is.
Hey, I heard you're friends with a guy who was in the hotel room with OJ when he confronted the memorabilia guy. Yeah. What's up with that?
Who's the guy you know?
Hey, well, the guy who's giving all the interviews, Goldie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's. We'd be playing golf. We play golf.
Right.
You know, I haven't seen him in a year and a half since I played Phoenix, but we'd be playing golf and he'd be in the phone ring and it'd be OJ on the phone. He'd be like, you want to talk to OJ? No, motherfucker.
Right. Now, what are you going to do when you perform in front of President Bush? Aren't you due to perform?
I didn't do it.
You didn't?
No.
Why?
Did you turn it down?
Because you dislike him so much.
No, not because I've been around several. I performed in front of several people I dislike. Because I believe that it's cowardice to be in front of somebody and not tell a joke about how you feel.
I see.
I'm not saying that you have to, like Sally Field, I wouldn't have gone, like, I respect that anybody takes a stand. Right. But you can't, if you won't let me tell jokes from my perspective, like you just bringing the brother in to make...
Do they sometimes vet your material?
You had to, everything.
They do.
Oh,
and you couldn't talk about politicians. How the fuck I'm not going to be able to... Like this, like you can't talk about any... Like Larry Craig in the bathroom?
Yeah. You can't talk about that.
No, I mean, I just don't understand how you go to the bathroom. I didn't know that tapping on your foot on the floor was a symbol for gay sex.
You got to learn that shit.
I'll never go to the bathroom with an iPod again. Are you coming on to me? No, motherfucker, I was listening to the new Kanye shit. And then when you tap your shit on the floor, what happens? Does a dick come out the ceiling like a boxing announcer?
It's got to be more complicated.
And isn't Minnesota the same state that had a bridge that fell down?
Yeah.
Ain't you got better shit to do with your city officials than fucking place them in a bathroom to see if somebody wants to suck dick?
You're absolutely. There's so many things to worry about. How do you have the time in your day to get your dick sucked in the bathroom?
I mean, and you ever been to a man? You ever seen a bathroom in a men's bathroom that was so bad you just shit on yourself?
All right. Every men's bathroom I go into, I don't care where it is, there's always a shit in the toilet bowl. These guys who apparently don't even have shit in the toilet bowl. I've seen shit outside the toilet bowl.
Right.
It's unbelievable, the hygiene some guys have. It's almost like they go in there angry and go, you know what, I'm going to shit all over
and it's symbolic. Like I just read yesterday that 1 in a third of men don't wash their hands.
Yes, that was a new study.
Now, you're a celebrity. I bet a lot of people want to shake your hand. I hate it. I walk around with a hand gel all the time.
And I used to think that was wrong.
Right.
But let me tell you something. You just walking around the airport, you're smelling all dicky, and you the fucking you nasty son of a bitch.
Right. You know,
he won't shake my hand. That's because I don't want tetanus.
When I pee, I don't even touch my own dick. I take my underwear. I don't even want to touch my own dick. Why should I subject somebody else to my dick? You're absolutely right. But what are with guys with these men's rooms? You know, we worked in terrestrial radio at another place. Every day we walk into the bathroom, we'd either find lice in the sink, or we would go to use the bathroom, the toilet, and there would be turds, but not even in the bowl. I'm talking about on the seat. And I go, well, what are they, angry, these people?
Yeah.
What's going on?
It is really, we are the most nasty motherfuckers. It's a good thing we make more money than women do, because,
women would not be with you, right?
No. If it wasn't for money, you'd never get laid.
Now,
Is that right?
are the nastiest motherfuckers ever.
Do you ever get jealous of some of these showbiz guys? One day they're with, Jenny McCarthy. The next day they're with Goldie Hawn's daughter. I mean, you're missing out on a lot of this activity.
No, you know what? I think chasing trim is just. I mean, and then like I would rather have somebody like my wife married me when I was making $4.75 an hour, so at least I know.
Right. You know she loves you. She's into you.
Yeah, she digs me.
Right.
And like she still like wants to go places with me. Like,
right.
I go to the store. I want to go. Now how can I go see my other woman with you tagging along?
That's
you with a threesome.
Embarrassing.
Nobody shows up at their mistress' house with their wife. Who does that?
I wanted to ask you something. You were in the movie Soul Plane, and you say, I always have had in my career a level of dignity in what I do. But this is the one thing I'm ashamed of. You're ashamed of being in the movie Soul Plane.
Absolutely.
Well, how did you do it? I mean, you saw the script.
I sold out.
Oh.
You did. No way.
The money was good.
Yeah,
but can I say something? Sometimes isn't it true? You read a script and it looks reasonable.
Not Soul Plane.
Not that. Not Soul Plane. You knew it was not funny.
I knew it was horrible, and I knew, but my wife wanted hardwood floors.
She did, and that bought the hardwood floors.
And that, and I think that to me is the black. Not symbolically, it was the time where I said, it was my turning point where I went, I'll do my best to never. Now, I'm not saying I'll never do anything horrible.
Right.
Like, I thought that Studio 60 was going to be, when I read that script, I thought this redeems me for Soul Plane. I have to get this just because this redeems me.
You were one of the stars of Studio 60, right? It's been canceled.
Right. And then I said, from now on, I'm going to try to have a level of, unquestionable level of integrity to me.
Right.
Like, there are people who think that the jokes I tell don't have any integrity, but I mean.
No, they do.
I mean them to some degree.
By the way, the Unapologetic DVD goes on sale September 25th, and DL's national comedy tour kicks off in October. And if you want any kind of information on tour dates, then you should go see this guy. He's a scream. MySpace.com/DL Hughley.
All right, you said that Bill Maher's the second funniest.
Right.
Who's the first?
I didn't say he was the second funniest.
Well, you know who the funniest is. DL.
But I think to me, it's like there are cats who I think you have to be. I think that as a
who are the top 3 comedians other than you
that I like?
Yeah. I want to know.
I don't really. I haven't seen a lot of comedy lately, but I've seen some cats. I think Bill Maher is one of them.
Right.
I think.
Gotta be Chris Rock, right?
Chris Rock, of course.
All right.
Of course, Chris Rock.
Don't give him names. I want to see what he comes up with.
I would say Chris Rock and Carlin.
George Carlin.
Still got it.
But cats that I love Earthquake. I love Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, yeah.
I love this cat, the young cat named Malik S. I love this young cat named Ali. I love, it's so many cats. Like, when I see them, I go, wow, I believe it. Like, I did Def Jam again, I believe in black comedy again, because these cats were just brave and saying what I thought, wow, they're not just up here talking shit, they up here trying to say what they see.
Are you sick of being in stand-up comedy?
No.
You love it? You don't get the feeling, I should be a TV star and I want to get off the road.
No, my gig and people that
you think the road saves your marriage in the sense that it gets you out of the house?
Is it fresh?
Somebody said something to me. I was talking to this cat named Mark from Dallas, and he was saying, I've been doing comedy about 18, 19 years now. And I would imagine that if you took those 19 years, about half of them would have been on the road. So I said, yeah, I've been married 22. He said, motherfucker, you've been married 8. Really? When you think, but I miss her when I'm gone.
But look at the success you are. I mean, and people don't know this. Do you know that DL was kicked out of high school?
No.
Yes, he was.
Kicked out. He didn't just leave.
They said, motherfucker, you can leave now.
Why were you such a troublemaker? I mean, were you a big pain in the ass?
I used to. You see the cat that's with me now. We went to high school together. We've been friends.
Right.
And so I was.
So that's not your literal brother. He's your brother.
He's
your brother-in-law.
But he's married to my sister.
Oh, he is. Okay.
I used to, every time it was a fight, every time it was some shit to be started, I was the motherfucker talking the shit that got it started. Every time.
And can you handle yourself? Can you fight?
I thought I could. Man, I done won and I done lost a lot. I done lost a lot. I done won a lot.
Would you into the dozens? Would you sit there and rank on people's mothers and all that kind of shit, and then some guy just clock you and beat you up?
Or if somebody needed some shit, like I was always the dude when you needed some shit started. I was the motherfucker they sent over to talk shit.
So who threw you out of school? Did the teachers get together?
This guy named Mr. Rob.
Did he get together with other teachers and say, "Look, this guy"?
We had a big fight. It was a big, huge fight at school.
A fight, a fist fight.
People was getting stabbed. We got a huge fight at
You?
The police were called?
I didn't get stabbed.
Were you in the Bloods? Someone told me you were a Blood.
You were a gangster.
I'm the 35th and Avalon.
No kidding. Yeah. I mean, well, what do you have to do to get into the Bloods? I mean, you got to be a tough guy.
What
do you have to do to get out of them?
I'm not sure he is.
That's the more important question.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
I was in B'nai B'rith, by the way. Go ahead, Jess.
I was a kid, and when they fought, even if you wasn't with it, you had to.
You had to fight.
You couldn't. It was no way you could say, "Hey man, I saw everybody fighting and I didn't get in it."
Yeah, I'm gonna have a comedy career. I can't be doing this.
Oh
shit.
no, I was going to school,
Right,
motherfucker.
right.
But so every time they did something, you did it. So we got into this big fight at school, and it was my 3rd fight, and I was in the 10th grade, and they just said, and I just didn't never know the answer. Like I couldn't read. Like, I don't know if I couldn't read, but I just. Every time words, if I see a whole bunch of words on the page to this day, I have to, like, it makes me panic a little bit. I gotta, wait a minute, this is a contract. I'm gonna need, but
wait a second, when you're in a gang, and they say, okay, we're gonna go fight some guys.
They don't say we're gonna fight. It's just a fight. Like nobody.
Can you stand on the edges and pretend to be fighting, kind of like?
no.
No, you got to mix it up.
Well, ain't nobody gonna ask you, are you pretending to be here? You
Yeah.
And so I remember this dude.
Can you kind of back? Like I think I could find a way to finagle my way out of the fight and appear to be fighting.
Yeah, but the other guys don't know you're doing it. They're going to
So
really
you've been punched in the face.
Oh man.
You've punched another guy in the face. You've knocked guys out.
Did you use weapons?
Huh? Hey, I was 5'6", 120 pounds. I used whatever the fuck I could.
But Artie's right. How do you get out of the blood? I thought once you're in,
you can't. It's not a situation where you. I didn't consciously go, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But when I just couldn't see one day being in a situation where I used to feel really bad when we would hang out and I would know that I had something else inside of me. I would know it.
Right.
Like I didn't know why I knew it, but we would be together and I would be sad as a motherfucker because I would go, man, I know I can do something else. I just don't know what it is.
Right. You're smart enough to not live the thug life.
Right. And I'm like, I just know it's something here.
Once you're kicked out of school, how do you make that transition?
But I got kicked out of there, and then I went to Lock High, got kicked out of there, went to 𝗦𝗵cie High.
You got kicked out 3 or 4 times.
I got kicked out, and so then I just stopped going to school.
You are really bad.
I was troubled.
Why did you pick the Bloods over the Crips?
You don't pick, will you?
Well, what do you mean?
My mother lived in that neighborhood.
Yeah, they have
bought a house
the Bloods
there.
ran that neighborhood.
And it was their neighborhood, yeah.
Oh, I see. You can't say, listen, I want to recruit.
It wasn't like a free agent. You can't like, who's going to offer me the best deal?
You can't say, look, I would imagine in a neighborhood you got some Bloods and you got some Crips and then you pick your team.
No.
And it's fun and you go with
They
your
can't live together, Howard. That's the whole point.
All right, wow.
And you live wherever
But it's so silly. You're all young black men,
right?
All struggling to make it in this world and just live a nice life, and here you are killing each other.
Well, you know, and that's to me why I do the comedy I do.
Right.
Because I believe honestly that if a man, particularly a black man, gets past a certain age, he'll start to see the world. Like I believe, like when I was doing an interview and they asked me, "What did you want to be when I was growing up?" And I never thought about it. Like I don't know anybody that thought about where you
growing up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
it didn't seem like there was any hope to do anything.
Like, and I wouldn't have called it. I wouldn't have said I didn't have any hope because that would have been too clear a thought. But I didn't. Like when I think back as a kid, I didn't go, "Well, I want to be an astronaut," or "I want to be." I didn't have, and I didn't know anybody else who had them.
A lot of young black men don't have that dream. Like, oh, I'm going to grow up and be a scientist. Doesn't seem possible.
Doesn't seem that there's nothing like that around you.
Because I think that there, more than anything else, there was nobody who, like my father was a great man, but he didn't, a good man to me, but he worked hard. I one day I asked him, I said, "Daddy, do you love me?" He said, "Motherfucker, you ate, didn't you?" That puts it all in perspective for me.
You got me thinking. I grew up in a black community. I don't recall anyone saying, "Gee, I want to grow up and be something." No. I don't think any of us did.
No,
I don't think.
Well,
I mean, I think I had dreams.
I had the same sort of situation. I didn't understand why. I said I could clearly see there were 2 lines in school. There was a line of going someplace and the line of not going someplace. And all you had to do was go choose a line. But all the black kids chose the line that wasn't going anyplace.
Yeah, I used to say.
I don't think they like to. That's an active thing to kind of choose something.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't really make a choice. I think more than anything else,
they kind of don't make one.
That's what I'm saying. There was an opportunity to make a choice, but none was made.
Yeah, I would say I would go into radio. People look at me like I'm nuts.
Right.
You don't think about something like that.
But
That's
nobody
believes.
Nobody believes. Like I always knew, and I'm telling you, when I would be hanging out with these cats, and to their credit, when it was gonna be some real fucked up shit, I remember these cats was going to do some dirt, and they was like, "You ain't going."
They would say that to you.
Because they felt you might have something going on.
I don't know if, like when we grew up, like I heard like this no snitch shit, that don't mean, it means if I'm with you and we doing something together, then I ain't gonna tell if I get caught. It don't mean if you do. If cats was doing the shit that they doing now in our neighborhood,
you would tell them.
We wouldn't tell the police, but it would get dealt with. You wouldn't just be doing it.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody like we wouldn't go to the police, but you wouldn't be doing it.
Right. But the thing is, when you speak about your dad, isn't this really your stepdad? Like, you didn't know your dad was your dad?
Right.
I mean, your dad,
what?
You believed your dad was your biological dad.
Right.
And then suddenly you were at a family function. You were about what, 12 years old, and some uncle blurted out, "That's your stepdad."
That's actually a joke, but that actually happened. But when that happened that day, my uncle got the age of real father, and they explained it away and fucked it, that ain't real. But then later on, I found out that was true. So,
who is it? So when you talk about your father, you talking about your stepfather?
Well, see, his name is 𝗪𝗄𝗿𝗍, and he's to me my father.
Right.
But the world would categorize him as my stepfather. Like, I would never say he was.
So what about your real father? Where the hell is he?
I don't know.
I mean, your biological father. Don't know.
But my
Isn't
wife.
that amazing that you could have a good marriage, knowing, being all fucked up in the head that my
But you know what? You spend your whole life, and I think a lot of black men do, spend their whole life trying to guess what they're supposed to be. Like I grew up with my mother. She hated my real father. Like, you have to eat like him, you have to walk like him. Hated him.
Right.
And so, I guessed my whole life. I was trying to guess what I wasn't supposed to be to not make people mad. Like, people say, you look like you. I would be eating. She go, you eat just like him, or you sound just like him.
Oh, that's
horrible. There was a horrible kind of way to kind of exist. But when I grew up, my wife, right before I used to be just angry all the time, and she said, I got to find your father and see what the fuck. So she took it upon herself to find my real father, and we flew him in, and I met him. And so he was I wanted two things from him. I wanted to know what his, like, if anybody in this family had any genetic disorders that I was going to have to deal with.
Right.
And that's really it. That's all I wanted.
That's all you wanted to know.
Yep.
But what kind of guy was he? I mean, did you look at him and go,
I don't know
now
what kind
I know
of
what
man
my
he was.
mother
But did you
was
say to him?
about?
Did you say to him, you know, how do you live your whole life and not want to know your son?
No.
You never said that.
No.
Would you
Did
like
you
to have
have
said that?
other siblings that you didn't know about?
No. I'm sure, yeah.
And you didn't want to know?
No.
And you gave him sort of the cold shoulder. You said,
No, I
listen,
didn't give
tell
him-
me
no.
if you got any genetic problems, get the fuck out
No,
of
well,
here.
we flew him in, and then I came home. I was working on the Hughley's at the time, and I was getting ready to do my third HBO special. And then my wife, we flew him in, and I came home from work, and he's at the fucking pool with my daughters and stuff on his lap, and my wife is just serving him, just happy that she found something.
No
And I
wonder
ca-
you're angry.
And I came in, I said, hey, my man. You got to get the fuck out of here. And he had to go. And my brother, right now, he came to a show one time I was doing in Memphis. And I told him, I said, if I ever see you again, I'm going to treat you like a man that I don't know.
Right.
So don't ever come around me again.
And I perfectly
they put him
understand
out.
that.
If you ain't there now.
Absolutely.
No. Now that you're a star, you're going to be hanging around. No. And
If I was a crackhead, would you want to talk to me?
Well, in all fairness, your wife did bring him in and stuff, but the fact of the matter is...
He should have known better than to just make himself at home.
So do you think most of your anger... Not only was your mother sitting and wondering if you were acting like him and this and that, but most of your anger is because this man abandoned you.
I never really put. Now it's the turn of Dr. No, I think I'm angry about a lot of. I think I'm angry about, and the thing that is so amazing to me is that what I was angry about now, I'm not angry about then. What I'm angry about now is that I have a tremendous sense of guilt.
DL knows.
I have a tremendous sense of guilt.
Sense of guilt about what?
No, I really do. I think that a lot of when you see a lot of black performers, you'll see that they have, I think, what's called survivor's guilt, where they believe why did it happen to them and not somebody else? Because there was so many people that were so much more talented than me and so much brighter and so much. Why did I get it and they didn't? So you feel bad about it.
Is that true, though? You really think there was a lot of people more talented than you?
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about? In your neighborhood? Or when you're Really?
Yeah, I do.
You
Like
feel
funnier
guilty
than
over
you.
being successful. It's almost a loser's mentality.
Yeah.
It's like almost there's something sucking you back into being a loser so that you can go back on the street and join in with everyone.
But don't you think that's you being a little modest? I mean, were they
Nah.
you really think they were more talented and funnier?
Even now, we were doing Def Jam. It was cats that I had known 15 years ago.
Right.
I'm the host. I come in as a young comic. And I think the only difference between me and them was that I know my limitations. Like, I never believed I was talented or smart. Or
So you
anything
worked
like that.
harder.
So I just worked hard. I believe that
Any
no
guys
one
you-
can physically outwork me.
Any
I
guys
believe
you
that.
were in the gang with are still in a gang?
most of them are dead. So.
Most of them are dead.
Anybody else get out and do anything?
No.
Just
You're
you.
the only one.
Well, there are cats.
It's like being a Holocaust survivor. In a sense.
Well, there's a cat from Dallas who's in Dallas who was a real good friend of mine, but he's doing well. I mean, he's working and happy.
Right.
I mean, not happy, but working.
Living like a somewhat normal
Nobody's happy.
Living a life.
Well, if you're really the only one, then that is true survivor's guilt. Absolutely.
Steve, you're on the air. Go ahead, 𝗵𝘄𝗿𝗱. Yeah, that is survivor's guilt. Yeah, you interview people who survive a Nazi concentration camp, and they say, "Gee, why me?"
Yeah.
Like there's so many other
even
people.
plain victims. You know, anybody who survives anything has that.
And so when I
syndrome.
see them angry, like my wife will just say, "You just mad all the time." Like I don't mean to get mad. Like I'm not at home going. But when I get angry when I see what I believe is going on in the world, and I watch these people who are leaders pick these petty fights that ain't gonna help them.
Right. There's a bigger issue.
And they're so naive that they believe that they're really trying to help us and do so. Even if somebody said nigga tomorrow, your life wouldn't fucking change. How would that change your life?
It's very meaningless. Steve, go ahead. You're on the air in Bayshore, New York.
Hey now, Howard. How you doing?
I know.
Hey, DL, I'm not a big fan, but after this...
Well, I can't talk to you.
No, man. Listen, you are the most self-aware, self-evident guy that I've ever heard discuss. I mean, and I'm not blowing smoke. I mean, I'm a white, middle-aged guy with a family, had a great background, but you just sort of described and encapsulated the whole black experience. I mean, it's amazing, and it's a little depressing.
Well, it sounds like he won you. Sounds like you are. It's kind of depressing being a black man.
Now you know why they're so pissed off, right?
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Sure.
How big's your cock?
Well, that's the key.
Come on, man. Hey, come on now.
Craig, you're on the air in Philadelphia. Go ahead.
And he's got an 11-inch cock.
Let's go to...
membership has its privileges, goddamn.
Craig, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, DL, man. Howard, I've been listening to you for over 20 years since you came to Philly. This is one of the greatest frigging interviews you've ever done, man. And DL, you're the most honest, upfront guy, and you're just laying it out there. That's what makes your comedy so great.
I'll tell you the truth. Not unlike the last caller, I didn't know a lot of DL's work, and then I started to look into what he's doing and the kind of comedy he's putting out there. And he's a very, very intelligent man and a very funny man. And I really do mean that. And I do appreciate the honest interview you're giving us.
It's so pure, man. It's so pure and honest. It just makes it. He has that kind of. He mentioned Carlin, and Chris Rock and all. It's just having the balls to lay it out. And if you dig it, fine. If you don't, fuck off. He's telling the truth as he sees it.
He's a good man and a funny man. And listen,
but you got to be funny.
If you want to go see him live, and I do recommend it because there are a couple of comedians out there. You never know how long they're going to stay with this stand-up comedy and this and that. And if you get a shot to see them in their prime when they're really happening, this is a guy you should go see. His national comedy tour kicks off in October, and if you got to get the dates, myspace.com/DL_Hughley, and I think you'll have a great night. And also check out the HBO special, and the Unapologetic DVD goes on sale September 25th. Go ahead, Eric in Louisville.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
All right.
Hey, DL.
Hey, man.
Tell you what, man, I can't wait to see you in Louisville, man. I know you're coming down here next month, and I actually got to see 𝗵𝘄𝗿𝗍 when he was here last time. And, Howard, I talked to you probably about 3-4 years ago about this, but, man, he got heckled off the stage, man. Don't let that happen, man, because I felt like I was robbed down here.
Chappelle got
heckled off the stage?
Yeah, he got heckled off the stage. I called you about 3-4 years ago.
Well, that's a shame because Dave's been at it a long time, and I used to go see Dave.
Well, I think more than heckling him, it was they so into his character. I'm rich, bitch, that they'll be drunk.
Yelling out catchphrases.
Right. That's the tough kid.
No, but I've seen some of DL's stuff, and I don't think hecklers are going to fuck with him.
No.
I think he'll handle himself.
A man claiming to be your real father is on the air. Let me see if it's true. Go ahead, DL's father.
Well, I had to take myself. So.
Yeah. Now, what do you want to say to DL? Why did you leave DL?
I got to do my best.
What?
I want my opportunity to get into the Olympics.
All right. Now, when you went to DL's house, what was that like?
Me and my wife come back home.
I see. All right. Well, all right. Thank you for that call.
Whatever.
I didn't know your father was Japanese.
For a minute there, I was listening. Is that motherfucker? See, I'm going to have to talk to this son.
He is saying, what is that you want to say?
No, I wasn't on gang. We had jobs and whatnot.
Right, okay.
Well, that's fair enough, sir. But DL still don't want to hear from you. And get the fuck out of the house. All right, thank you. Jay, go ahead. You're on.
DL, I wanted to ask, you seem to be prolific in terms of the amount of material you can come up with, too, because you burn out a lot of material.
Yeah, but I thank God for OJ and Larry Craig.
As long as that shit's in the news.
There's always something.
Well, yeah.
Jay, go ahead. One last comment in Phoenix, Arizona. Go ahead.
Hey, DL, I saw you a couple of years ago at the Tempe Improv.
Yeah.
You were funnier than shit.
Thank you, man.
The only problem is me and a couple of my buddies went, and we were the only white guys there.
Well,
Bring a few more.
Bring some white people with you.
Bring a few more.
Hey, everybody, if you sit next to a white person right now, tell them to come on out.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Nothing's going to happen.
Right. Tell your friends.
And nothing happened to you.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
tell your friends.
It was all safe, and we didn't get beat up or nothing.
See, no problem. DL,
Tell everybody that was a good experience. Yeah.
DL, thank you. And by the way, man. DL will also headline a show at the New York Comedy Festival on November 10th at Town Hall in Manhattan. For tickets, go to New York, NYComedyFestival.com, NYComedyFestival.com. Unapologetic, a great accomplishment for you.
Thank you, man.
This Saturday night, 10 o'clock on HBO. Check it out. And DL, great seeing you.
Thank you, man. Good seeing you, too.
Yeah, and
O outro tá full top. Amaceiros.
Que foi, Aline, meu amor? Mano, a voz de vocês, não sei se é o Discord, se é meu fone, mas tá agarrando.
Como tá comprando o loadout?
Cara, meu dente tá começando a doer.
Mas você caiu obturações já faz tempo, mano. Tu não foi atrás.
Mas agora que eu fui ver, pô.
Enchia de um de vida. Quase, hein? O refrega do tempo.
Saiu um pouco
Tigrinho que a Bárbara metia live. Eu fazia live mesmo. E quem que pagava a banca pra vocês gastarem lá? Era eu também. Consciência tranquila.
Munição de médio calibre. Se quer cair,
jogando granada de fumaça.
Tem cara aqui. Não, não, não.
A verdade sempre
Calma,
aparece. Cadê
parei.
Era o último. Deixa eu roubar aqui o dele. Ah, skin. Gostei dessa skin dele. Do vermelho, é da FaZe, pô. Então a gente vai estar meio tomando no cu agora.
Tá na vida, Big Mal.
Eu tenho mais um nas costas, amigo, calma aí.
Ai, tá muito na bosta, cara. Parceiro.
Que isso? Ele me deletou.
Cara, desisto, mano. O fone tá bugado. Acho que é o fone, né?
Pô, eu vou estar indo nessa. Porque já tá tarde já. Agora que eu vi que já é quase uma hora.
Liberei a skin. Vamos ver qual que é essa skin aqui.
Galerinha, última chance aí pra vocês estarem me seguindo. Quem não me segue. Bota pra seguir aí, fortalece. Dá uma moralzinha. Tá mandando uma raid pra quem aí, ó? Ai.
Que doideira, ela se mexe. Fica com...
Conhece alguém pra mandar raid?
Deixa eu ver.
Quê?
Não conheço ninguém.
Tá sentada.
Que eu conheço ninguém tá online.
Que isso, Igor? Ah. Dá
Se
pra
quer cair,
então.
não cai.
Foi errado. Vou ver isso aí não, entendeu? Valeu, galerinha. Muito obrigada a quem colou. Tamo junto, é nóis. Boa noite pra vocês. Fiquem com Deus.